And now you can see the Backseat Mogul Show in all its video glory on our YouTube page at roughedge.tv. It's tiki time at Harbor Cove Cafe. Dive into the tropical paradise at the end of Spinnaker Drive in Ventura with vibrant drinks, delicious bites, award-winning fish and chips, and more. Now featuring extended hours, a dinner menu, and happy hour, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Harbor Cove Cafe, the hidden treasure at the end of Spinnaker Drive. Visit harborcovecafe.net for more information.
Showbiz is a cruel and shallow money trench, a long plastic hallway where thieves and pimps run free and good men die like dogs for no good reason. There's also a bad side.
Good morning. This is the Backseat Mogul Show live here on Rough Edge FM. I am Scott Bolton, and we're a little late because of Andrea, but who's not even on the screen. And by the way, I was just teasing you. It's okay. Let me get Andrea. There she is. Look. And
that really shows
there you go. There's Andrea. She's here to talk about, of all things, Taylor Swift.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Move your coat. Your coat. Now there. Now you can.
In addition to being an actor, John thinks he's a director.
Oh, well, I have directed a scene or two.
So, anyway, Backseat Mogul Show. We're going to talk about Catherine O'Hara. We're going to talk about Taylor Swift's End of an Era series. JohnyD is here.
Good morning.
Jeff Genet is here. And as I said, there is Andrea over there. And let me people have been texting me wanting to know how come we're not on. And I'm telling them we're on now.
Just say Andrea.
He would know better than anybody, right?
Yeah. Oh, is that Josh?
Yeah.
He can hold his dang horses. He's used to waiting.
Josh, hold your dang horses. Let me get some more Andrea in this. Hold on.
We waited 30 minutes for our first date. So 30 minutes in. Still snagged him.
So he.
You tell him he was 30 minutes from me. You were on time.
That's true.
John with all the advice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's the best gal.
So we're going to start today talking about Catherine O'Hara. We found out that Catherine O'Hara passed away this week. She was the very definition of a legend. There are very few people as great as Catherine O'Hara was. The roles that she played, the warmth she brought to them, the craziness she brought to them. This is her in Schitt's Creek, which I just absolutely adored that show. And it was one of those things that, you hear people say, "Oh, this one hurts," or "This one hits hard." This was one of those for sure. It was a big deal, and I'd never had the chance to meet her or anything like that, but you felt like you knew her because she played those roles so well. And I think she won the Emmy in the last season of Schitt's Creek because it kind of won everything in that.
Yes, it won. It was so cool.
Yeah, well, deservedly so. It was a great show. You guys need to watch it.
Didn't
You
she
guys
also?
haven't seen it? Go home right now.
Well, they've been excused, and so they're.
What is that stream on?
It's probably on Netflix,
Hulu.
and it's probably on Hulu.
Yeah. Well, Disney Plus now because Hulu and Disney.
Didn't she also get an Emmy for writing?
I'm sure she
I don't
did.
think
She
it
did
was
a lot of
Schitt's
her
Creek,
own
but it
writing.
was something
Yeah.
else.
I started watching her with SCTV, and I mean that wasn't very old then.
What's
I'm
that?
very old now. Second City Television, because she
Oh.
was a member of Second City, and so they had the SCTV version of it with Joe Flaherty and all those other guys, John Candy, and
A lot of those
see, I
people,
just thought about John Candy.
a lot of those people ended up on SNL.
Yeah, and and followed through because SCTV was hysterical. It was great.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it's about the era or they're nearby where the first season of Saturday Night Live started.
Mm-hmm.
So those people are getting up there, but she's only 71.
Yeah, I don't.
So we don't know. There was no cause of death supplied at this point, and it's private. It's a family business, so we'll see. But gonna miss Catherine O'Hara, that's for sure.
It's truly so sad. I was talking to Josh about it, and like a few years ago, I said this exact same thing last night. So I was probably rolling his eyes, I guess. But a few few years ago, I'm like, who are actually my favorite actor and actress? And my favorite actor, like, who makes me happy? Who do I love? Like, all of their stuff. Jimmy Stewart, because that voice, like molasses in his mouth. It's very good.
No, it wasn't. Don't encourage him.
And Catherine O'Hara, because she just makes me so happy. Keira Knightley was a close second, but fingers crossed. Keira Knightley, stay home.
Well, plus she's got a long career ahead of her, Keira Knightley.
Yeah.
And 71 is young for Catherine O'Hara, and she's like Kieran McCulkin, the Home Alone guy. What's his first name? Macaulay. Yeah. He said, "Mom, I thought we had more time," and we all thought we had more time.
Destroyed me.
Yeah, it was very sad. So anyway, I've got the top 10 performances by Catherine O'Hara here, and I'll see if you guys agree with them or not. This is
waiting for government.
This is from Rotten Tomatoes. Number 10 is John Candy, I Like Me. And have you guys, anybody seen that?
Is that the documentary about
Yes. It's supposed to be terrific and very, very heartfelt. And John Candy was one of those people, I don't think I've ever heard somebody say a cross word about him, ever. And he was so funny.
That just came out recently, like a few months ago. Didn't
Yeah. And she was one of the people they interviewed because of SCTV.
And Home Alone.
So they were both in Home
Oh, that's right, huh?
The one in the polka band.
I forgot that.
Holy butter. Polka.
I know we're talking about Catherine O'Hara, but my favorite John Candy line is always, "Here's a quarter. Why don't you go down to the wharf and have a rat chew that thing off your chin?" Sorry, I just love
He was in the Steve Martin Thanksgiving movie, right?
Yeah, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Yes. Okay,
Another.
that's my favorite line when he goes, wait, no, Steve Martin says it where he's like, "Those aren't pillows."
Oh, yeah. How about those bears? Anyway, so I guess, I don't know why that would be listed on the performance list, but obviously she and John were friends, and so that had an effect. Number 9 on the list is Waiting for Guffman, one of those mockumentaries by Christopher Guest. She nailed those documentaries. She just nailed them, mockumentaries, because the characters she played were so overblown and crazy, but they could also be real people, and that's a really fine line to walk. And everybody did in that movie, but it's just good stuff all the way around.
Parker Posey grilling the chicken breast outside in the dead of winter, talking about how there's always a place for her at the Dairy Queen. Cinema.
I got to see that again. I really do. Number 8 in the list is a Martin Scorsese film, After Hours. And I don't know what her role was in that. I don't remember her in that. I do remember the movie, and I didn't think much of it at the time. And I know Jeff's not a huge Scorsese fan in general, right?
I like Scorsese, but some of his movies just...
Yeah.
I haven't seen this one.
This one seems fun.
Terry Garr's in it as well.
Rosanna Arquez, great cast.
Yeah. So maybe we should all watch that.
Sure.
Let's see if we can find After Hours and check that out, because I don't remember Catherine O'Hara in that. This is based on Rotten Tomatoes, by the way, so it's based on their review levels. Number 7 on the list, when Marnie was there. Anybody?
Love that movie.
Okay, so tell us about it, because I haven't seen anybody else.
It's really precious. Well, it's like a Ghibli movie. I forget if he did not direct it, but it's like the studio. It's just really pretty.
Is it about a dog, Marnie and Me?
No. No.
Yeah, I don't remember when that one came out. I didn't see that one.
I remember a movie called Marnie, but
That was Hitchcock.
and I think Ernest Borgnine.
Yeah, I think so. Anyway, so that's on there. Another one I guess we should all watch at some point, because I didn't know about that. The Studio, season 1. Yeah, so you're jumping on them for not seeing Schitt's Creek, and you haven't seen The Studio.
I'm a girl.
She brought donuts.
She did bring donuts. That's true. So he gets points for that. The Studio is great. You would, of all people, you would love it, because it's about the movie business. And
I thought it's about Scorsese.
no, he's in it. He
it.
acts in it.
He's still kind of hot.
Scorsese?
Yeah.
I'm not going to argue with her, but I'm not going to say anything else either.
He's a short king, for sure.
With his caterpillar eyebrows. That's what the Robin
seen My
Williams
Husband?
called him.
Those aren't caterpillars. Those are sandworms or something.
Yeah, they're pretty crazy.
But he likes them because it's wizard.
Yeah.
Josh is a wizard.
Yeah.
So he likes that wizard stuff. The studio is great. You need to see it, and she is terrific in it as well.
That she's in it.
Yes.
Oh,
She gets Seth Rogen gets her old job. She's trying to get back into the studio. It's great stuff. You watch the studio, obviously.
I've seen clips from it.
Uh-huh.
But I don't have Apple TV, so I haven't.
Oh, it's Apple TV.
Yeah. That's why. That's the big reason why.
We should get a buddy one. Oh wait, if Apple's watching.
That would be illegal. We would never recommend that. Johnny just showed me the picture that After Hours is available on a lot of channels, but they want you to pay for it. So what that tells them is that we all need to look at the thrift stores when we're there and see if we can find a copy of it. Studio, highly recommended, and Catherine O'Hara, amazing in it as well. The Last of Us Season 2. I haven't seen Season 2 of The Last of Us, so I don't know this performance.
Oh, she's the therapist.
Mm.
To Pascal's character.
We didn't finish season 2. It got really cringe.
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't like Season 2, I know. And look at them. You can see the critics loved it, 92%, but audience, not so much. Even though, you know what? I'm not paying attention to audience reviews anymore because it's all review bombing now. It doesn't matter anymore. I'd rather hear what the critics have to say than the audience.
It wasn't that great.
I did hear that from a lot of people personally, so that's true. Number 4 is a movie we all might have heard of, Best in Show.
Yeah.
That is, you okay over there?
I just love that.
It is another Christopher Guest mockumentary and a great, great movie. It is so fun. You seen that, Jeff? Jeff, I always tell John, you haven't seen that? But I think, how lucky is he? He's got that to look forward to.
That's why I have this little book. Every time they say, "Oh, you haven't seen that," I write it.
Right,
down in
Best
this
in
little
Show.
book.
Best in Show. Go write it down.
You had to tell her.
Her walking with the broken ankle is probably one of her best performance pieces ever. It's so chaotic.
And it's unscripted stuff. You know, it's just wow. But I want to go back to the Scorsese thing real quick because probably I'm the only person in the room who's seen this. Larry David Show, Curb Your Enthusiasm, the season with Martin Scorsese. Anybody?
Which one was that?
He was going to be in a
museum?
no. He was going. It was an much older episode. He was going to be in the Martin Scorsese movie, but he has a problem with his throat that I cannot describe on this show.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, we'll move ahead. Number 3, I never heard of this movie. Have you guys seen this? Tim. Okay, I'm not going to call it that. The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, I never heard of it.
Such a great movie.
Oh,
And I have such great memories of that. Again, she's not in it. It's an animated film, so it's her voice, but she nailed it with the
Perfect
voice. Yes.
Perfect voice.
I've seen that one.
And I've got big memories of that because Josh, when he was a kid, when that came out, he and I drove down to Hollywood to see it. And there was a little museum downstairs where they had the puppets and all that stuff from the show. And it was a great day. We had a really good time that day. So it's still one of my favorite movies. And I won't call it Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas stuff.
Why? Tell us.
He didn't direct it.
Okay.
Henry Selick directed it. And Henry Selick is, at first he was like, yeah, it's Tim Burton's, ideas and stuff. Nowadays he's kind of like, damn it, I directed that movie, not Tim Burton. And I think he deserves the credit for it because it's extremely well directed too. So, and Danny Elfman. Sorry.
Even in that the movie we just saw, his music in that Send Help movie.
Yeah, it was terrific. Yeah. Danny Elfman did the score for Send Help. Do you know that movie cost? How much do you think that movie? Now you've seen it, so you're at an edge. What do you think the budget was for that picture?
And the plane crash?
Think of everything. The cliffs.
Oh, there's a plane crash. Sorry.
I think
Spoiler.
they're probably aware of that.
It's in the trailer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with
They crash
20
into a
million.
trailer?
20?
$.
Million.
Oh.
I don't know.
It was 40 million,
Okay.
and I was impressed with that.
Yeah.
That Sam Raimi could pull off what he did.
He built it up so much.
I guess that's it.
I needed to stay under the 30 million.
40 million is mind blowing to me. That's it's very Hitchcockian. There's a lot of scenes that take place on cliffs that don't look like a real cliff. It looks like a movie cliff. and it doesn't look like a fake cliff. It looks like a movie cliff, and that's cool. I think I like that's, and Hitchcock was a master at that. Hitchcock would put something in there. You knew it wasn't the real thing, but it was a cinema thing, and that's how that movie felt to me.
Almost like a puppet show.
Yeah, almost. Anyway, Catherine O'Hara, yeah, I would definitely put this movie on the list for her best performances ever. Number 2 on the list, and I have not seen this movie yet. I'm sure Jeff has, The Wild Robot. I wish that they would tell us that. Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah. I did see The Wild Robot. I thought it was a great film. I'm trying to remember who she was.
I think I just took us off the air. That's good news.
What?
No, I don't think I did. I think I actually opened a separate window. Oh, no, I took us off the air.
Oh,
There we go. We're still here. Okay, so
Oh, here it is. I'll look it up.
Jeff's going to look it up to find out who she was. Again, there's too many performances on here that are just voice performances.
Yeah, I think they're just going by what's
Like
the highest.
They are. I wish they'd left those off, and I wish they'd left that documentary off as well.
I'm with them.
So it's kind of
Oh,
like
tell him.
whoever wrote this article just threw it together.
Yeah. What's your
Oh,
favorite?
The possum. The possum.
And that was, you remember her for that?
Yeah, yeah, I remember because
My
she
favorite.
had that.
My favorite Catherine O'Hara.
Well, yeah. Think about that for a minute. Your favorite Catherine O'Hara. So, you do remember her for that? I got to see
Yes.
that movie. I hear that movie's great. That's a Disney movie, right?
No, that's DreamWorks.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Okay. And according to this, her best performance ever, Schitt's Creek season 6. I don't remember what season 6 was. All I remember is that it would be hard to argue that her best performance is in Schitt's Creek.
It honestly, and it's so kind of hard to be like someone's greatest performances is something towards the end of their career, but it is truly like her best performance because she like created the accent, she like created the thing about the wigs, and just the wall of hanging wigs.
Yeah. And she was thanking Eugene Levy for I mean, they were in SCTV together. And she was thanking him for, giving her this big boost at the end of her career, which wouldn't have been the end of her career, sadly. But I think that he was smart enough to go, I've got Catherine O'Hara. I'm going to let her do what she wants to do because she's magic. The reason that you want to work with her is because she's so good at that.
Yeah.
And
I think like performance-wise, I think in the top, it would probably be Schitt's Creek and Beetlejuice.
yeah, I'm surprised. I wonder where Beetlejuice is. It's down the
Because
list
she has
here.
that moment where like she can't look at Winona Ryder, and like she looks back at her, but then she still has like her eyes closed and she's talking. It's really
So the other movies are Frankenweenie, which was, again, a voice thing, right? A Mighty Wind, another Christopher Guest. There's Beetlejuice, number 13. Beetlejuice, number 14. I was very surprised with how much I enjoyed Beetlejuice.
and now I can't really watch that one because she goes on the Soul Train.
Monster House.
I don't understand.
Because she died.
Oh,
Yeah, the Soul Train
Sorry.
scene. Hard to forget. The Soul Train.
yeah, now it's going to be harder. Yeah. Monster House. That's voice though, right?
Yeah, that's voice.
Elemental's voice. There's 3 more Shit Creeks. The Paper. That was a great movie too.
Wasn't she in a lot more like Tim Burton stuff? I want to say she was in more Tim Burton stuff. Like, I know she did Beetlejuice and Frankenweenie. And I feel like there was some more stuff.
Yeah, maybe there is. I just don't know why there's so much voice work stuff on her. And by the way, her voice work was terrific. I'm not dissing her at all.
Home Alone number 30. That's
Well,
crazy.
You got to remember all
Oh.
the plugins with the Shit Creek seasons and so it's kind of screwed up. Dick Tracy, I don't remember in Dick Tracy,
I don't remember her in that.
but that's just because she's been in so much stuff. But I'll tell you, I will never forget her for Schitt's Creek. That was some amazing stuff. So anyway, that's our Catherine O'Hara story.
I think for me, I will most fondly remember her in the Home Alones and Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
And but of course everything else that I've seen. But when I think of Catherine O'Hara, that's what comes to mind first.
How about you? Anything in particular?
Beetlejuice and Nightmare Before Christmas are the ones that come to mind because those are the ones that I watched.
Yeah. And Andrea?
Probably Schitt's Creek.
Yeah.
No,
I'm with
no, Home Alone. No, Beetlejuice. No, all of them.
It's hard to separate them. It really is.
Imagine watching the ending of Home Alone now, where she comes home through the door.
I liked your post yesterday. You put the picture of Catherine O'Hara on there and said, "Nobody talked to me." That was rough. So anyway, Catherine O'Hara has passed. We're going to miss her tremendously. A ton of performances that we're not going to get to see. I don't know what she had in the works or whatever. And they say they haven't released the cause of death, as I said earlier. But apparently the last time she was seen in public was in September, and people were worried about how frail she was then, how skinny. So, who knows what happened between the now. We'll find out eventually. It's none of our business really, but kind of is because she's part of our world, right? Yeah. How's your butterbeer? Yeah? It's not beery. That's the good thing. If it was beery, it'd be a little weird, right?
Yeah, I can drive after this one.
Okay, so now it's time for the reason that Andrea is here. Taylor Swift, the end of an era, the 6-episode docuseries. And I was forced at gunpoint to watch. No, I wasn't. I was asked nicely to watch this. And I was kind of curious myself anyway, so I did watch all 6 episodes. They opted out. Jeff's too busy. John's too lazy.
Too busy. Too lazy. All these excuses. You guys would never make it in the Swiftie world. Never.
Do you have any problem with that?
I was thinking of a Swifter.
You mean a Swiffer?
Yeah, the thing for dust.
Oh.
You said Swifty.
It's not Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift.
Okay.
So the end of an era is about the biggest tour in history and the going-ons behind the stage most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of those unprecedented access. Well, it's kind of precedented, but not with her.
No.
Every rock band that has ever existed has done one of these. That's got big enough has done one of these. I just watched one this one reminded me of all things of the Def Leppard video that they did. They were doing a residency in Las Vegas, and they did this kind of a show where they showed you everything that went on backstage, and they showed you, it was unprecedented access. It was deep access because the band was arguing and fighting about certain things. No, I want to stand there. No, you're going to come across here. No, I'm not. I'm going to be standing here. And the things they were putting together. So I have seen this kind of thing before. Of course, nobody's seen it at this level.
Right.
Because that tour was, how much did it end up grossing?
I don't even know the number, but
Billions,
it was
more than a couple countries.
Yeah.
Together.
I think it was like $1.6 billion. It was insane. Now, looking at the show, though, it probably cost $1 billion to put it on.
Oh.
I can't believe the screens.
Did you watch the concert?
No, it did not.
You don't have 3.5 hours?
No,
Okay.
exactly. It popped up right.
3.5 hours of her singing and dancing. First of all, right? Okay, let's bring it back. Let's bring it back to
Alice Cooper does 90 minutes a night. That's who I go see.
a tight 90 in bed by 10.
That's right.
So are you guys aware of the eras? Her eras? Okay, let me walk you through it. So usually an artist will just kind of change throughout their career, right? Not her. She has eras. Okay. And this wasn't established probably until when she changed record label. Because every album, she also changes not her personality, but she changes the way she dresses and the stuff that's cute, and it's important. Okay.
So each era is very different.
Every era is different, and that's why it's almost kind of like the zodiac signs. Okay, I've assigned eras to you guys. You are definitely speak now because you're optimistic and happy, but also you have some deepness.
The hell I do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
John, you're definitely 1989 because girl, you are chaotic.
That's not good. I like that.
And Jeff, just from knowing the things, I think you're tortured poets department because you're the writer. You would definitely have a typewriter. Do you have a typewriter?
No, I wish I did.
You have a keyboard,
Yeah.
and not an Apple keyboard.
Yeah.
So-
Thank you, Lord.
Dollar store. You go to Five Below.
What did you say I was? What era am I?
Speak now.
Speak now.
That's,
Speak now.
I think you.
that's like Augusta.
Really?
You're a Speak Now girl. Okay, man.
I like the ladies thing.
Okay, yeah.
No, I shoot him in the dress.
Okay, whatever you guys do on your own time.
Well,
Hey,
Jeff-
I mean, it's quite cute.
Yeah, Jeff always felt that people listened to his direction on his films more if he was in a dress.
Yeah, if they're already looking at me first. It's easier
There
to
you
get.
go.
Yeah.
There you go.
So this one was a combination of all the eras, or what?
Yes.
Okay.
So the craziest day in Swiftie history was summer of 2020 when she surprise dropped Folklore, because she hadn't done an entire album, an entire new aesthetic, an entire new world, new stories. What, out of nowhere? My poor husband, now husband, your son. I would, when we first started dating, I'm like, yeah, I love Taylor Swift. She's cool. Yeah, that facade had to drop that morning. So I'm like, it was like 6 a.m. and I'm like, I'm sorry. Like the sleeper cells have awoken. It is time to become full Swiftie. And it was crazy. And that's when he was like, oh crap.
I'm in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
Josh, now what kind of music does Josh listen to? Josh, I know you're watching in the chat room. I know he likes the death metal and the crust. And what else, Josh? Let us know.
he has also something, I'm going to call him out right now. He put something on called Dino Synth. You want to know what Dino Synth
I
is?
do actually.
It's synth music, but with dinosaur sounds.
Jeff's in.
That sounds awesome.
It's crazy.
Good morning, sir. James
Oh,
Lantine
yeah.
poking his in. What's that?
I didn't know you were. Julie thought you were gone.
I will be gone. Tomorrow.
Ah,
But yeah, yesterday she had her thing going. He's asking about the Friday Shot Day show. Julie had her play opening or whatever, and I had packing to do. I thought we'll just skip tomorrow's show and we'll do this one and I'll get out of here. So
it's,
You thought some-
I sold some of the equipment.
We noticed.
it's working though, right?
Well, yeah, I just sold it a stand.
Oh, we found one on the counter. It's working. Yeah, I will be gone for 2 weeks. Well, not quite 2 weeks, but close to 2 weeks starting tomorrow.
Yeah, if this were a V, you guys would all have really great views.
And I thought we were talking about that.
I know.
It's not necessary, but you were talking about that. That was James Lantine, who pretty much built this video studio for us, and he wants to build a V instead of a I, the table. He wants to split it in two, so that there'll be more people across, and we'll have cameras in different places.
Another good
So-
thing about Jim, he's a magician.
Mm.
He's magic.
He's a great magician. He's
He
much better
creates
than
magic.
yeah. He's really really good. So I'm sorry. Where were you at?
I don't know.
Okay.
I black out when I start
Dino
talking.
Synth.
Dino
Dino
Synth.
Synth.
That caught my attention.
That's all. It's literally synth. I don't know. Maybe Josh can explain it better, but it's just dinosaur sounds. Don't.
Sounds
I was gonna play some, but
You can play some. It's crazy.
there's a comment. Lots of dungeon Sith, which has a plethora of subgenres in itself. Caveman synth, cozy synth,
And it is. I do like that when they have a lot of flutes.
dino synth. Lots of new wave of American heavy metal and new wave of American heavy metal. Put on some Diplodocus. Diplodocus. I'm not even on camera.
Okay, and okay.
So dino synth, I got to hear.
We'll play
Put it
some.
on.
I don't know if it'll work.
Oh, okay. Well, back to Taylor, the important stuff.
Yes,
Wait, unless you're gonna play it.
I'm not going to play because I don't think it'll work.
Oh.
I'd probably get in trouble.
All right, I would get in trouble. That's a good point, Joe. Yeah, I can't play it.
Is it anything like?
No, literally yes.
Oh, thank you.
No, yeah, that is pretty spot on.
I've never heard it before.
I know these dinosaurs getting royalties. Okay, Diplodocus might be looking for a check,
Logicus is good.
as far as you know. I've seen the Jurassic World movies.
That is true. Well, actually, the Planicus isn't in those movies
Yet.
yet.
I imagine these Dino Synth artists have massive legal teams. Probably right. So anyway, so he listens to that, and you listen to Taylor, and you guys still get along.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, he kind of has to like black out and like zone out when I talk. He watched the last episode with me yesterday. That poor thing.
He did.
He did.
What did he think about it? Josh, be honest. You tell us what you think.
I don't know. I was crying the entire time.
Oh,
Yeah. No, like literal sobs when she did the crossover of The Best Day and Never Grow Up. Are you joking? Oh, it just also okay. So like okay. Back to folklore. So COVID happened, right? And then a few months later, she dropped Evermore. This is her album, but it's also its own era. But in the Eras tour, they did blend them. Anyways, you never knew when she was going to tour again. Like, oh my god! And if she does tour, back when like stuff was the world was open, like she has like 4 back albums that she would have to tour, and so she created the Eras tour.
Oh, smart.
I know. And then I thought when she announced it, I was like, is she really just gonna go like chapter by chapter, or is it gonna be like a mishmash of things? And I'm happy she went chapter by chapter. So the concert is 3.5 hours long. 3.5 hours long. Isn't
that's insane. Only person I know who does that is Bruce. Bruce Springsteen does shows that long, but
yeah.
he played a show 6 hours once. He wouldn't stop, and the audience was going, "Come on, hey!"
Wait. Side note: can we just discuss how I don't think Bruce Springsteen has the ass for that album cover? I don't know if we do.
You can mention it. I don't know if we want to discuss it.
Okay, so 3.5 hours. So I only went to the bathroom once doing this. I was okay as an audience member, dead tired for like 2 days afterwards.
I wish I should have asked you for the picture that you took after the show, because she looks like she got that hell beat out of her, makeup smeared, face all wet with tears.
It was the best. It was the best day of my life. Oh, and
wow, Josh, you hear that?
And my wedding. I told them everything. This was me afterwards.
Yeah, look at it.
It was amazing. Like,
can I show the audience that?
God, no.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, okay. There you go. How do I do it?
No, I got to do it. It's so brutal. I almost feel bad for you. And if this was me, I wouldn't share
That
it.
is the.
I
That's
like
the Swifty
that
effect.
picture.
Thank you.
Let's see if we can get this up.
Angle it down a little bit.
Oh, angle it down. This is.
Pretty
It's
bright.
too overexposed.
That's it. No, go back a little bit.
There we
Right
go.
there you
She got the hell beat out of her.
It was amazing. Okay.
Almost looks like you've been rode hard and put away wet. That's a horse type cowboy thing.
You felt sorry after you said that, didn't you?
I did.
John.
Never say that again.
I mean, I sleep with wet hair all the time.
You can hit me. I'll let you hit me.
No,
I want you to.
Ew.
I do too.
Okay, so it was 3.5 hours long. It was amazing. Like I said, she goes from chapter to chapter, and yeah, and then when she released Tortured Poets, let's release another era mid tour. No, not mid tour, but she was about to go to Europe. So she had to put in another era, which was in the show too. You remember that?
Yes.
Was that her most recent?
No.
album?
No, Life of the Showgirl's most recent.
Oh, that's right.
And that's not
Amazing.
featured. That's not featured in the
No.
series.
But,
Yeah.
okay, so spoiler, right? So I know you guys are going to watch it. At the very end,
I'm invested.
at the very end, when it's like, oh, the airs, the things are turning off, the stadium's turned off, and what starts playing? Life of a Showgirl.
Oh yeah, I did
Because
catch
it's never
that.
Over.
Yeah.
She's never done working. We're going to get errors after error after error.
Well, that was the thing that was pretty impressive. Now, there's two things that I want to ask you about is true, but she's constantly writing. You see her backstage, and she's back there, and it's almost
It's crazy.
it is. It's
When
almost
she-
a little scary because she
It's so
like
good. Like that's what I love about this so much is that you really see her like the thing I always tell Josh, I always tell or people, mostly Josh. I don't I don't talk to much other people. But it's the one thing that I think really separates Taylor from a lot of other artists and pop stars and stuff is that she loves her job. She loves making music, and like she's in there like making music, making melodies, and it's just yeah, that's what I love about it. And then they also showed some of her doing Life of a Showgirl in this series, in what's like Sweden or something.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I do. I vaguely remember that too. Yeah.
Yeah, with Max Martin and Shellback, which worked.
That's
with her-
right.
Yes, which worked with her a lot in the earlier days, especially during like 1989 and stuff like that. But now in an interview when she was promoting Showgirl, she's like, I love how they don't feel like mentors, like we all feel at the same level. She is, and you see her just be a total boss in this show.
That's one thing I learned watching this. She is the boss. She's in charge. This is her
But
vision.
she's so kind.
She is. That's also true.
It's
But
crazy.
this is her vision, and this is what she wants, and she's going to get it. I love that one scene where she's looking at that particular costume.
Oh, with the
Which
with the
costume was that? No, the one with the one leg.
the Reputation one.
Reputation. And she goes, "Oh, is this going to be ready for the show on such and such night?" And he goes, "No, I won't be ready for a couple of days later." And she goes, "Oh, shh." But you could tell was make sure it's ready Sunday.
Yeah.
And they did. They knew. That's like, and money's no boundary. She can, she'll pay them what she needs to pay them to get it done.
Yeah.
And
he's
she
done
ended up
her.
getting her costume.
She did. Oh my god, the gold one. Oh my god, when the live streams were popping off when she went out in the gold one, because it's like, oh my gosh, are we getting it? Okay, so Easter eggs. She's a big thing about Easter eggs. Like everything means something. Well, not always. The new Swifties, we call them the locals. They think everything's an Easter egg. It is not. It is not. You have to be a true Swiftie to know what an Easter egg is.
Easter egg versus a red herring. Right?
There you go. The Reputation costume, she wore the exact same one. Every other era had variations of the costume. I know it's crazy. We can tell what show she was playing in what city based on the costume she's wearing because she has. But Reputation was the only one that didn't have a variation or a second one or anything until this one day that she came out. Instead of a red snake, it's a gold snake.
And see, those are the details that the Swifties pay attention to.
But it
I
meant
never would have seen
nothing.
that.
It meant nothing.
It was
Scott.
just a change. And
It was just a change because honestly, she's a girl and she just wants a little outfit change.
and you see the audience members, and they catch that. You see their faces in this show, like, "Hey, look, it's a red snake, not a gold snake." And it's like, how would
We
you?
thought, yeah.
They
and
know.
We thought, okay, we might be getting. This means this is solidified. We're getting Reputation Taylor's version because now she re-released her albums to own them. But then we never got Reputation Taylor's version, but that's okay because now she went on kind of saying that we're never going to get it because she can't really record that one again because it was like it's all about her ex. I know which ex, haha, but her like real ex, like the Joe Schmo. Yeah, it was all about him, and she can't really do that. Even though now when I listen to those songs, all I can think about is Travis.
Well, he's a big part of her life too, and that shows in this as well, because he's always on the phone with her. He's always talking to her. That relationship seems really real, and they're both just head over heels in love with the other one.
Yeah, I think he's just so stoked to like be with someone so cool and so hot and so perfect, and then she's just like, I love someone who loves me for me.
I think it was one of those things. It sounds like it was love at first sight. It's like he saw her and went, wow, I want to be with her. And then he made it as like his life's mission to do it. Yeah. But I also understand that if your total net worth is 1.6 billion and your share is
the 0.6.
0.6, then you probably should be that way. So
Where did that Taylor Swift come from? I mean, when she first came on the scene, what?
Okay, well, let me take you back to 2004, where she grew up in Reading, Pennsylvania, and then she moved to Nashville around when she was like 12, and then she started doing country, doing amazing country music. Got more into pop around Speak Now, definitely more into Red, and then she officially transitioned into pop in 1989. And then come Folklore when she does like indie alternative stuff. It's such a beautiful album, my favorite album. Yeah, that's another genre. So that means that her 3 albums of the year wins and the Grammys are all for 3 different genres.
Wow.
I didn't know if she was on like one of those shows like.
No reality show contest or anything like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
For some
She's
reason,
not a
I
strong
was
candidate.
thinking that she was.
I've been told that she played Ventura at the Ventura Theater when she was just a kid
Mhm.
and, wearing her jeans and whatever she wore out there and did a show. I think it was at the Ventura Theater. And of course, it was many, many years ago. Do you know anything about that?
I don't.
She gonna find out though.
I'm gonna find out.
Yeah, that's what I've been told several times that. And there was another music star who's a country star. I can't remember her name, but she played here when she was a little kid. And I almost wonder if this person is not confusing the two, but it made me curious enough to say, I wonder if Taylor Swift played here. Because she did those tours where,
Yeah, she opened for Brad Paisley and Rascal Flatts and stuff.
yeah, and then she was doing the mini tours too, where just by herself, right? Like at the schools or whatever it was.
Oh yeah, she did like cruise ships, parking lots.
Yeah. So,
I mean, I wasn't there. But
and I get what the Swifties, and the costumes, because I go see a Kiss concert, and I'll look at Gene Simmons and go, he's wearing the chrome cod piece. He's not wearing the leather cod piece. So you do see those.
yes, and I had.
I'm a little worried that you noticed that.
Gene, make sure you notice it.
Remember when I almost killed him?
Yeah, that's true.
I almost killed Gene Simmons.
And she's admitting it on international radio.
Yes, I was. It was his fault.
Well, he crashed since then, so you proved it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I was driving in the Hollywood Hills because my brother was visiting and he wanted to see where Sharon Tate got murdered. So we did that, and then we were driving in the Hollywood Hills, and it's a tight. And he just walked out into the street. I almost ran into him, and he literally went. It was crazy. And I'm like, my brother's like, "Is that Gene Simmons?" I'm like, "I guess so."
And then he charged you $300 for it.
Mm-hmm. I drive an Altima.
When she went like that, I thought, oh, he's gonna stick his tongue out.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
Is this one actually that big?
Yes, it is.
Interesting.
They were, and it has a rinse cycle. Look it up. I'm not making it up.
A rinse cycle.
Yeah,
Um,
I think it's a wash and rinse cycle is what he calls it. But yeah,
it's-
when I was
I don't know what to listen to here.
when I was growing up listening to Kiss, there was a rumor going on that he had actually had his tongue removed and had a cow tongue transplanted into his mouth.
Swifties would never start those rumors.
Oh, really?
No, but her legs were insured supposedly for like $10 million.
You know what?
She wouldn't be the first person that had their legs insured. I believe said
But she made a
did.
joke about it. So I don't know if it's true.
I found an article that was the 10 worst conspiracy theories about Taylor Swift, but I thought I sent it to me, but I didn't. Let me see if I find it.
Well, there was a lot of ones that I read that like this whole thing with Travis was like a stunt thing that because like the whole marriage, them getting engaged was like put off and everyone thought it was going to happen at this time and it didn't happen at that time. And, like there was the leaked documents or whatever that came out or something, but I guess those were fake. So I don't know. I think she's like feeding for a new album. You know, when this breakup happens, the next album's gonna be crazy.
Well, then she does get her material from her life. So
She does, and that's okay.
I was impressed by the lyrics as I was watching this show. The lyrics
Thank
are
you so
very
much.
good.
As a
You're
Swiftie,
welcome. I
thank
thought you co-wrote some of them for a second.
No. There's moments I had to like rewind just to hear the lyric again.
Yeah.
It's
The thing is, I never, because I've listened to too much heavy metal, my ears aren't what they used to be.
What?
And yeah. And so lyrics don't usually come through real clear to me when I'm listening. But when you're watching it on television, you got the subtitles popping up, and so that was it. I was able to follow
that's
for that.
true.
So
Maybe
that
we'll
made a
carry over.
difference. Yeah.
Listen to folklore. Her lyrics. So I don't know if you remember with watching the last episode, but the song that she uses in the montage at the end, talking about happiness. Do you remember that song?
Yep.
at all? Okay, that song is actually about her childhood best friend Abigail. Her and her husband getting divorced. That's a divorce song, and she like omits some stuff, like when there's parts where you can hear the music going like low, and that's when she's like talking about like the messy parts of the relationship or something. But they took it out, and so they used it just about like happiness and stuff. So yeah, lots of layers.
It was a good show. I'm glad I watched it. Again, it's like any other one of those musical shows you watch where they're showing you what goes on in the background. You're going to meet people you don't usually meet. In her case, it's dancers, and in my case, it's usually other band members or the side band members. I can remember a Huey Lewis thing where they were talking to the horn section, which sometimes was Tower of Power, so it was a pretty big deal. But it's on a whole different level.
Yeah.
Because that show was the biggest show in history. What do you think she's gonna? Do you think she's gonna ever tour like? She's not gonna tour like that
No.
again.
I mean, she said it herself. Like, this is never going to happen again.
Well, but she might have to buy something else and need the money.
Right?
Yeah.
She should just make her own stadium.
Well, I think that part of the reason she did that tour as big as she did is she wanted to buy those first records back.
oh, yeah.
Yeah, and
Good point.
spent a lot of money on those first records. And
Well, they're hers.
they weren't hers. She had written and recorded them, of course, but it was a record company deal, and record companies own your stuff unless you say otherwise.
Yeah.
And that's why so many bands that I listen to, they can't get their old stuff back. So they re-record it now. And sometimes it doesn't sound right because it's not the same
And
thing.
her re-records are so good because even like when she did the Fearless re-record, she puts on like her twang back in. It's so good.
Imagine that. You get record sales for your first record, and then you get record sales for your second record. It's the same record.
That beat is so good. But yes, I think she knows like this isn't going to happen again because even it's like I like how she's such a boss but still so kind because like okay, people are always talking like in the show she's so amazing. I don't know how she does it. She's just this and that. Like, oh my gosh, how vain can you be to have this whole show talking about how great you are, right? But what other person would make their docuseries titled after them, mostly about their dancers?
Yeah, and it was. That's true.
Or her band that's been with her since the very beginning, the very first album, which I think is really cool.
That's impressive.
Isn't that crazy? Her drummer, her bassist, her backup vocalist, her guitarist, they're all the same people.
Do you think she will gravitate to movies?
She's
Becoming
been,
an actress. I mean, Barbara Streisand did it.
She should.
And John did it.
she's done a few, but
She's in Cats and
the David O. Russell movie, Amsterdam,
Amsterdam, yeah.
always
where she
got
gets
that
hit by a
one.
car.
Yeah, I'm watching them going, damn, she's pretty good. Oh, she's dead.
Yeah, I get that one confused with Babylon.
Yeah, me
They
too.
got, like bad reviews, and they both came out at the same time.
And they're both very interesting movies. Have you seen either one of them? They're both very. Don't let the reviews chase you away because
And she could act because like
she was fine in it.
she
Yeah.
started in musical theater, as you can see, like with her performances, they're so theatrical. If you watch like the whole concert, there's like there's a scene where she's like setting a table, and it's like a distant husband, and it's so much theater.
Now watch this. Remake The Bodyguard with Taylor and Travis being the bodyguard.
Stop it right now! That's so good.
Isn't there?
Travis is a pretty good actor too.
Isn't there talk of a remake of it?
Yeah. And who are you going to do with it? I mean, maybe Beyonce,
Mm.
but Taylor's. Yeah, I mean, I would wait for that. And who knows who's going to play the bodyguard? But Travis is a decent actor. He did that whole season of American Horror Story. It's like that looks just like him. Oh, no wonder it is him.
Yeah.
He was quite good. So maybe.
And I just love how the whole tour itself, like, not even just the docuseries, but the tour, it's like you said, it's like a phenomenon. Like, it doesn't, like, I was thinking, like, so many people are used to hearing amazing statistics and achievements and milestones achieved from Taylor, but so it kind of becomes, like, normal to hear, like, she's broken this record, she's
Yeah.
broken that record. But even just one of those minor ones is like a huge feat. And she knows that too. That's why she's like, she doesn't understand why she is like, she has amazing work ethic and just taste overall. And like, yeah, I don't even think she understands how this tour becomes as big as it did.
And I love the way that the audience reacts to her. They feel like part of her family.
Yeah,
And
crazy.
and she's not the only one that does that. Lady Gaga's got that same thing. We saw that when I took Shelley and my mom up to see Lady Gaga in Las Vegas, and that audience was exactly the same. They were there to be themselves and have fun with their friend Lady Gaga,
and
that's cool.
It's so cool because the best thing ever. I took my sister. It was amazing. She was a Speak Now era. I was folklore. And then we tailgated. We tailgated before. And it was literal.
Instead of tailgate, she tailgated.
Oh yeah, I get it.
There was so much White Claw. But that whole day and like that whole area, everybody, I baked cookies. Well, I bought cookies for that said Swifty on it for the security guards and people working there and handed them out. But that whole stadium felt like your friend. Like everybody was friends. Everybody was happy. And like talk to anybody who went to the air store. People working there were happy. Like it was like literal Barbie land, and I just wish I would do it.
It's coming.
He's an ally.
Yeah. He really isn't.
And that's the thing. That's the thing. That not like what could she do next? Oh, maybe movies. Maybe she could be president. The way that she talks, her charisma. Like when people say, let's study Taylor Swift. Okay, let's study her music. No, study the way she talks, man. She has so much charisma, and like
sometimes she won't stop talking, if you know what I mean. Because that's one thing when I was watching that, it's like, okay, people are trying to talk, but Taylor's going, no. She's, no, why are you sorry?
Oh, okay.
No, I'm not talking about you. I didn't mean that. I'm talking about Taylor.
Yes.
Because she talks constantly.
Mm-hmm.
People, on that show, she just doesn't stop talking. And it's like, other people are trying to get a word in. No, that's not going to happen.
No, she has things to say.
She does. That's.
Yeah.
I didn't mean you.
And it's so amazing how you can be a billionaire and the biggest pop star, biggest star in the world, and still be so down to earth. Like there was moments, especially in this last episode, where she's like getting ready, and you can really see like, oh, that's the scary Miranda Priestley, Meryl Streep. Like it's coming out like she's very like, I know who I am, and I'm like untouchable, right? And then she snaps out of it, and she's like looking at herself in the mirror. She's like, oh, this is amazing. Like I'm friggin' rule the world. And then she gets up to like, should I put on my little outfit now? Like,
I remember that.
Like, it's just so funny. Like she's still so down to earth. Like how is that possible?
I talked about the audience being her friends and family, and her team on stage and even her drivers are really her family. Mm-hmm. Those bonuses that she gave people, I mean, who gives people life-changing money bonuses? She's getting them life-changing money.
The $100,000
to truck drivers.
Okay. But in the first episode, or maybe the second episode, she talks about those bonuses, and that was what all the news outlets heard. Like she gave $100,000 to her truck drivers, right? Like that's amazing. That means every truck driver that was on the tour. That was just the truck drivers. They didn't show all the other bonuses. Everyone else, everyone on the crew, that means every like gaffer, every roadie, every dancer, dancers got more, but like every other person involved in the tour got $700,000 bonus.
What did the dancers get? Because they bleeped it out in the show.
They bleeped it out, so I don't know what the dancers got. But like the guys lugging, building the stage, doing the hard stuff, $700,000.
Yeah, it's life-changing money just for doing your job.
Yeah. People just driving, which is a super hard job, of course.
Well, especially in that kind of a tour, because you got to be driving to the next event, because there's usually at least two stages, and you got to be driving that second stage to the next event while this performance is going on here. They bleeped it out in the show, and the guy was reading, and she wrote notes to every single person. She said it says the exact same thing, but there's only so much I can do. Well, I'll just take the check for $700,000. Thanks.
No, and she means like every person.
Yeah.
On the tour, not just the dancers. She means like the hundreds of people.
It reminds me of George Lucas when he did the first Star Wars movie. And the first Star Wars movie became what it became. And he was looking at the salaries he paid Mark Hamill and Carrie Fisher and Harrison Ford. Yeah, and wrote him each a check for $1 million because, you guys got me here, and pretty soon I'm gonna have $5 billion I can give away to charity.
Mhm.
So
It reminds me of the original Magnum PI series where Tom Selleck gave Porsches to his co-stars.
Mm.
Now, I don't know how true that was. I just remember that story.
I love those kind of stories where somebody, they'll take a salary cut or something to try to save the show. That shows you that the works, And plus, you got to remember that if somebody gets fired from a TV show, a star, and the show gets canceled, hundreds of people have lost their jobs.
Yeah.
It's not just that star; hundreds of people have
And
lost
that's
that
what
job.
that was so evident in the series too, that they're, first of all, business owners, right? Yeah, she's a pop star, but she's like, imagine if, like, okay, let's say Steve Jobs, right, invented Apple. What if he was the product? Like, how scary is that? And that's so much.
That's true.
She is her own product. You know what I mean? Like, that all these people rely on. She is business. It's her. Without her,
She gets injured, tour gets canceled, hundreds of people lose their jobs and those big fat bonuses.
How old is she?
she's a year older than me.
Oh, she's 22.
Thank you.
Sounds like it's
Well, let's go on to your favorite songs. Jeff?
I left my iPod in my car.
You know at least a couple. Come on.
Start with
Scott, go.
Probably War Machine by Kiss. Oh, he meant Taylor Swift song.
Taylor Swift song. Come
Oh,
on.
I don't.
Yes, you do.
I don't. I don't know. I don't know it well enough.
All of them.
That was
so hard?
that was an acceptable answer.
It is.
Okay,
It is.
most of them.
Jeff at least knows 22.
Jeff was a big fan. We had this discussion before. Yeah.
Yeah, I dropped off at Lover was the last time.
Okay, Lover.
Paper Rings was my favorite.
Paper Rings is so good. That song was designed to sound like a 1960s wedding band.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's something off of Speak Now, because that's the one that I have on my iPod. I have Speak Now and Fearless, which was the one before that on my iPod. But I took all the post, like I took Red and all that other stuff afterwards off. But,
Did anybody watch
Story
the?
movie?
Oh,
Classic.
Now you said you fell off at one point.
Yeah.
So what made you fall off? I'm trying to drum up some drama here.
I'm scared now.
Do we need a drum roll?
No, we don't.
I just felt like, because I listened to a little bit, what came out after Lover?
Sorry, after Lover, it was Folklore.
Okay, because I felt like, to me, there were a lot of songs in that kind of sounded the same, and it got to the point where like I couldn't. Personally, I was like listening to the songs, and I'm like, which song is this? Which album is this? Like I couldn't. It wasn't like an immediate, oh, that's this song from this album, and it just kind of felt a little too similar. And I'm like, yeah, I can stop listening.
It's probably Folklore.
Yeah, I think a lot of those.
My
songs,
favorite album, Jeff.
Sorry. Because I do remember the two albums dropped during COVID, and I was listening to them, and I'm like, is this the same album? And then like even when they re-released all the new stuff, it was like, hey, here's the same album with like 20 different covers or whatever, and I was like, people are gonna buy every single one. Like, I don't know.
And I didn't get every single one.
I've seen your Amazon deliveries, especially this morning. So I know how many you probably got.
Okay, I actually forgot to bring those. That was props for the show.
Was it?
Yes, I had got us girly stuff to wear.
Next time.
Next time.
Next time.
I left and there was this pile of Amazon packages.
It was crazy.
It
was all one order. They didn't have to separate it like that.
It's what it looked like somebody had ordered a ton of stuff.
Did you see my goose get delivered?
You got a goose?
I got a porch goose.
Okay.
What is a porch goose?
It's a goose.
Goose.
that sits on your I don't know, porch,
Yeah.
but
You know, instead of a
When
So
you
it's
go
like a
home-
ceramic kind of, you mean a
Yeah.
statue?
you
Okay.
put clothes on.
instead of a
there.
gnome, it's a goose.
That's awesome. I love that.
I'll get to see it every day then.
It was somebody delivered it yesterday, but in like not wrapped or anything. So there was just a man who came and put a goose in front of our door.
You need to post that video somewhere. That's too funny. Block out his eyes. So the End of an Era show is on Disney Plus.
Yes, Disney Plus.
6 episodes, and you can go deep into the background of Taylor Swift's big show. And it was interesting for a lot of reasons. And I recommend it to anybody. I will say this, and should be obvious. I'm sure it plays better for somebody who's a huge Taylor Swift fan because they know all the niches and details and stuff. I didn't. I'm watching it going,
And that's the
when's
thing.
Ace Frehley come out?
Yeah, that's the thing with Swifties. We're so crazy that we're kind of like, what do you mean you don't enjoy this? That doesn't make any sense. Like what? You don't enjoy it to my level? That's crazy. Are you okay?
Well, that's, it's one of the things that when I was working at Orkin, I was working with all these young kids. And there was this other guy who was my age who would come in, dude, I saw LA Guns last night. They were so awesome. And I'm like, oh, that's good. I wish I'd been at that show. And then the kids would come in and they go, dude, I saw LA Guns last night. And they'd go, what? LA Guns? But dude, they don't know who LA Guns are. Just enjoy it for what it is, And I don't know who their music was. It was usually Kanye. But
Crickets.
guys, no.
I do have a Swifty question. Okay, so speaking about Disney Plus, there was a short period of time, I believe it's when the docuseries first showed up, or the Eras movie, but when you boot up Disney Plus and they have the little intro with the little sometimes they change that up, like they'll have a lightsaber, or like
Really?
they'll have like tentacles or whatever. Was one. Well, there was one that was just a curtain that kind of flowed over, and I remember seeing an Instagram that said, "This is the single most important intro that Disney Plus has ever had in their entire life, and this means something." And I tried to figure out what it was, and apparently this curtain going over the Disney Plus logo was for Taylor
I
Swift.
never even saw that.
Okay. It was only on for like a couple of weeks.
Was
and
it
then
orange?
It was like this, almost like a pearl blue, kind of like pinkish, blue, pinkish kind of.
Is that a goose? I don't even.
And I was like,
Is it?
what? How is this
You
important?
have to look that
And
up.
every time Em and I would boot up
And it was,
Disney Plus, it was just like, Em, this is the most important intro Disney Plus has ever.
Was
It
it-
is.
And
If it
I'm
was
like,
Taylor,
I
yes.
don't know.
I don't know.
I was trying to find a photo of it, but I don't see that there is one.
Did you type Disney Plus?
Let's try
Disney
that.
Plus intro.
Yeah, Disney Plus Taylor intro.
The live internet for your viewing. Oh, there it
That's
is.
what it was.
Oh yeah, that's how.
Oh,
the
and I
tour
recognize that
starts.
too. I'll download
Okay.
that so people can see that.
Yeah, but this thing kind of just comes over the logo, and I'm like, I don't know what that means. Everyone's
That's
like,
how
this
she
is
emerges.
important.
It is very important.
Like, this means something.
Those things looked awesome. Yeah, if you watch
Gorgeous.
that show, you'll see those in action, and they're pretty impressive.
I remember seeing them in person and just I was so excited that this show was starting. Like I literally felt like I left my body and was looking down on everything. It was crazy.
That's pretty crazy.
It was awesome.
I've only felt that way at a couple concerts is because I went to the bar first.
There you go. And also, I know there's like loud noises, like you hear very loud noises all the time. The Taylor concert was hands down the loudest thing I've ever heard, and I've never even thought about that. Like a crowd could be that loud. That's just crazy.
I haven't been to a Taylor show, but I told Shelley I probably can never go because we saw Alanis Morissette in Palm Springs. And that crowd was so loud, it damaged my ear. I had hearing trouble for a few days after that. And this is a Motorhead fan, but it really, it was the high-pitched screaming and all that, and singing along with the lyrics. I can't imagine Taylor. I don't even want to think about it.
In the early 60s, when the Beatles performed at Shea Stadium, there's an interview, I think it was either with Paul McCartney or John Lennon. They're up on the stage in the middle of the field. they couldn't hear themselves because of the people,
Yeah, that's right.
Audiences can be louder than
the band.
bands. I actually did some research trying to figure out who was the loudest audience, but all I could find was who was the loudest band. And who was number 4 on the list?
Kiss?
They were on the list, like top 10, but
I was going to say Eagles, but Deep Purple.
Deep Purple is number 4. By
We
the way,
got to
you
see them.
don't need it that loud. I get it. You want it loud. It sounds great, but 150 decibels is too much. So here's that opening that Jeff was talking about. And as I said, when you see that sail used in the show, it's really, really awesome. It's kind of a masterpiece of engineering the way it works.
I actually have a quick little tidbit about that. That color, the coloring on those sails that you're saying, is modeled after the fish that was discovered by a Swiftie and named after Taylor Swift.
Is that true?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool. Lemmy has a spider named after him.
Oh,
And
Also
here's the
has a
porch
drink
goose.
named after him.
that's my porch goose. There she is.
Have you named it?
Well, I wanted Goosey May, but then Josh thought Maverick because Goose.
Oh, that's pretty good, actually.
Ugh, whatever.
I'm surprised he didn't say Red Sonja.
I don't think he likes that one.
He doesn't like Red Sonja? The movie. He probably likes it, the books.
Mm.
Josh, are you still there? We'll find out. So anyway, check that out on Disney Plus. Thank you for all the information, Andrea. It was you knew more about it than any of us did.
Yeah, not well.
Yeah.
Mentally, not there.
You know, with what you know about Taylor Swift, have you ever thought about doing like a table book?
No, there's plenty of good ones.
Well, plus he gets sued. What you looking for, my friend?
Well, like it being unauthorized.
Which? Screwdriver?
A drill. He wants a drill.
Leave it in here.
I don't see it.
It's hot in here.
Look in the trunk of my car. No, I'm just kidding.
It's hot.
It gets hot up here, yes.
Why'd you put the AC on?
Because I don't want to spend money.
No, I was just wondering because
James was looking for a screwdriver, in case you're wondering.
Well, screwdriver or
Electric drill,
there you go.
electric screwdriver.
No, the reason why I because you know so much about Taylor Swift. I have learned more about Taylor Swift.
That's
Today,
just me. I'm spreading the word, spreading the gospel.
but
I'm a conquistador.
I mean, you look at a book. Speaking of books,
Oh no, we'll get to that. Both Red Sonja movies are okay, according to Josh.
Oh,
And Andrea, you're very lucky to be here today because you get to see this commercial. Hi, I'm R. Scott Bolton. I write books. You should read them. rscottbolton.com.
And they're available on Amazon.com. And if you've got Amazon Prime, you're going to get free delivery. There's a plethora of books written by R. Scott Bolton. My favorite is Dead Dick, about a 1940s private detective, hence the term Dick, who has died, hence the word dead. The latest that's available is Bowling Bag in the Back Seat. Get these books, all 40,000 of them. Okay, there's not 40,000. Maybe 39,999. No, not that many.
No. There's 8.
There's 8. And they run the gambit from science fiction to fantasy to everyday cops and robbers to private detective. Not just the 1940s private detective, but present day. And also, one of the books, which again I really like, Dead Dick, has nuns with machine guns riding a Harley. Get these books. You'll enjoy them. Amazon.com, R. Scott Bolton Books. Get them.
rscottbolton.com. Gotta cut the end of that. It's too long. But I'll fix it up. Anyway.
you got to keep the plethora in there. Though.
Oh, the plethora. I'm not changing anything else, but the end there's just a little too much space there.
I did finish your book. This book.
Oh, you read Begin Rumble Strip, my Hawaii book. Now that's title was actually based on a sign I saw in Hawaii.
I finished that this week.
Good.
And I did the last 130 pages in like one day or whatever. I just blew through it. So.
Because you were so intrigued. You were so locked into the story.
Yeah, and it was my Wednesday. I have a lot more time at work on Wednesday to go through books, so That's good. So now I have to
Sweet.
get the third one on Amazon.
That's right. Death in the Mogul.
Okay, now I know the title.
And you get those books, come to the studio or meet up someplace for coffee. Sky will autograph the book. And
But-
if it's on the Kindle, he'll autograph that.
Buy me a mocktail, I'll sign your book. It's that simple. It's not funny. It's sad. All right. So what else did we see this week? Andrea and I and Josh and Shelley saw Send Help. We will not give anything away because you guys haven't seen it yet. I know that you especially want to see it. I would just say Sam Raimi in fine form.
Mm-hmm.
And Rachel McAdams, mind-blowing. To see her go from the delicate flower she is in
The Notebook.
The Notebook, and also Wedding Crashers. That was her, right?
I'm gonna saw Wedding Crashers.
I think it is. Anyway, she goes a little, well, she goes all Sam Raimi on you. That's what she
I mean, she
does.
did Red Eye, so you know she had like she was gonna go for it.
Yeah,
Remember Red Eye?
yeah. I like the fact she's taking those kind of roles, and this is a meaty role, for lack of a better word. So, both big thumbs up for Send Help. Jeff, you're just teetering on the edge of Twin Peaks, right?
Yeah, we're on the last disc, last episode of the original 2 seasons. I watched 2 episodes yesterday morning with my wife, and I begged her when she got home last night at 10:30 from the round table. I said, please, for the love of God, can we watch the last episode? We're on the last episode. She's like, nah, let's save it for later. Why? Like, I'm tired, but it's the last episode.
I do that all the time.
So
We do too,
I
as
have to watch
mentioned.
it. But yeah, by next week, hopefully, I will have seen the last episode, the movie, and have started the
Can't wait for that. What
Are
do you?
Oh, I have a question.
Go ahead.
Are you Team Audrey?
for who gets with for what? Team Audrey for what?
Just in general.
In general?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I love
like her as a
Audrey.
character. I didn't like her at first, but she grew on me.
That's
I was-
David Lynch for you. He'll give you an ugly character. Next thing you know, you're in love with him.
Mhm.
Yeah,
What do you think
no,
is going to happen? What do you think is going to happen? I've seen it. Have you seen it?
I have.
Well, spoilers. Whenever I talk about it, I try to avoid spoilers. But,
Sometimes it doesn't make any difference, especially with a show like that.
yeah, it's like
Like
going
30
and going.
years.
That's true too.
It's funny because I had a couple people ask me, they're like, "What is Twin Peaks about?" I'm like, "Well, you know, there's a murder, and then after that, it's what the f is going on." And they're like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "Well, how does it feel?"
Alrighty.
And it was funny because I describe it as it's like Full House if it was a murder mystery because all these characters are so they're so quaint and wholesome and like funny at times, but then it's like the backdrop of this really messed up murder with all this other crazy stuff going on. There's like all this dark supernatural junk, but then they're like having coffee, and then there's Andy over there. It's like I'm so confused. But yeah, I genuinely don't know what's going to happen in the next episode to finish off what's going on. Like, I mean, I can assume they, defeat,
Evil.
yeah.
I like the part where Darth Vader comes in.
Well,
Different Twin Peaks.
yeah.
Crickets.
Let me ask you both this. I didn't watch Twin Peaks, the original series,
Girl.
until
Okay.
I watched the Showtime version.
Okay.
And the Showtime version just blew me away. So I went back and I watched the original Twin Peaks. And I have to admit, I was a little disappointed. First season, I wasn't. First season, I thought, okay, this is... Second season got a little, I don't know, spotty.
Second season.
Yeah, I guess. Did you get any of that? Or because I'm thinking about watching it again.
Yeah, I
You should.
definitely feel that way because, when I first watched it back in 2015 or 16 or something, I watched it all the way up until they solved the Laura Palmer case. So that was maybe a quarter of the way into season 2.
Mhm.
They did that. And then after that, I'm like, well, now there's all this other hokey stuff. I just kind of fell off. But apparently I heard that David Lynch didn't have so much to do with season 2 as he did with season 1. So that's
I've heard that
why
too.
it's like all over the place a little bit. Like why, like there's some character motives that kind of change a little bit. There's all these things that are like made up kind of that, like for example, well, like the Wyndham Earl stuff that was mentioned in the first season. That's all, stays through. Like there's some things that are followed through with, but there's other stuff that just kind of like, where did this come from? Or like are never answered.
Yeah.
So.
I don't think he was somebody who took direction well from executives. And I think that was part of the thing. I mean, you look how many clips are online of some executive come up and going, we probably should do this instead of that. And he's like, get the F out of my face. He's like, yeah, because he's 100% right. What's that?
Now I want to talk to
Or Cheetos, his salary for the Fablemans. Yeah, that's what I love so much about the second season, I think, is that not only was he given complete creative control, but he could do whatever the hell he wanted. He's on Showtime now, and he does. And does it make any more sense than the original series? Probably less. But every moment is just riveting, I thought. Maybe you'll watch and think it's trash, but you saw the Showtime?
Yes.
25 episodes?
Yeah, I wasn't a fan. But I love the original series. But I feel like you would know that I would love the original series. You know what I mean? Because it's cozy.
A little wacky, yeah.
I love Lucy and Andy so much.
Yeah.
They're so cute. I just love Lucy in general.
Sounds like a good name for a sitcom. I don't know. And, maybe...
Showtime one was crazy. It was so gory. It was scary. The Showtime one.
It was. Yes,
I couldn't watch it alone.
See, that's what I loved about it because, I was so in love with this show that Shelley would go to bed and I'd run in to see if there was a new episode. And it just, I had to work the next morning. I'd be there at 6 and I'm watching Twin Peaks at midnight because I was just that addicted to it. It's almost like every episode's a different little mini movie.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I'll give you just one quick example of a scene that I loved. The scene opens up and you're in a bar. There's a guy behind the bar and there's a guy who's sweeping. And I swear to you, for 5 full minutes, that guy sweeps the bar. Camera doesn't move. The guy doesn't do anything. Nothing. It's the guy sweeping the bar. Sweep, 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 sweep. The phone rings. The other guy picks it up and goes, Bill's Bar. And then the action starts. It's like, who does that? Who runs a scene for 5 minutes?
It's so lit.
Yes. And I thought that was so freaking cool that
That's when he filmed Bros hard.
Yeah.
He does stuff like that. He's like, I'm gonna go all in and be major film bro about this. It's been done before, like Jean Dielman when she's just making the meatloaf. Have you ever seen that? Well, it's this movie. This woman making meatloaf.
Oh, interesting. No, I haven't.
That's it. And it's very Lynchian.
I enjoy stuff like that. I know that there was a horror movie I watched last year or year before. It was called The Howling. I'm sure you guys.
The original, the JohnyD?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Loved that last scene where they're in the bar and they're talking about all the werewolves and stuff. Oh, it's CGI on the TV. And the whole time it just zooms into this guy. He's making a burger on the grill. And then the credits roll and it's just the burger. I'm like, this is the best scene in the movie. I love this. What is I like this. I want more of this.
I think you'll get plenty of that. I'm so anxious for this.
The first one?
Yeah, in the 80s or something.
Yeah.
No, I remember seeing it. Dee Wallace.
Dee Wallace was in it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
legendary for its werewolves.
Mm-hmm.
Very famous for the werewolves.
I love it when a filmmaker can be so himself or herself or themselves. But yeah, he's like, I'm gonna be so Lynch with this since I was given all the, just given a series, and that happened with Wes Anderson too. He didn't win an Oscar until Budapest Hotel, and that was the most Wes Anderson movie ever. So I just love it when they just.
Well, that's my issue with it, and I realize that movie making is a business, obviously, and you're in it to make money. But it's one of those businesses where art bumps into commerce so hard that you hire somebody like David Lynch to direct a film, let him direct it. But then you got to think, am I going to make money in this if I let him direct it the way he wants? So that's where the heads start bumping. And that's why Mel Brooks gets such props for hiring David Lynch for Elephant Man. You know, he told, before this, he was offered Elephant Man, but he's like, you have the potential to direct this movie. And David Lynch says, this is the movie I want to direct next. I want to do this. Well, Mel Brooks was the producer, even though he hid his name because he thought people would think it was a comedy. And he said, let me see something he's done before. What's this, Eraserhead? And
wait, Eraserhead is not a comedy?
Well, I didn't say that. Nobody knows what Eraserhead is. But Mel Brooks wanted to see Eraserhead. And they told David Lynch that, and David Lynch went, well, it was nice working with you guys. I'm out of here. And he said that at the end of the screening, the doors burst open. Mel came running over to him, gave him a big hand and said, you're crazy. I want you for this job, and hired him. And that movie is stunningly good. It's just amazing. And it's Lynchian in design, but not so much in style. Does that make sense? It's not like Twin Peaks, because it's based on a real dude, and they tell a story in a pretty linear way. They had to fight so much for that movie. They had to fight to get David Lynch to direct it. They had to fight to make it in black and white. And yet it ended up getting, 8 Oscar nominations or something, and making big money.
Look at the different directors that we have had who just totally changed the way we get to watch a movie, like Alfred Hitchcock.
That's true.
David Lynch.
Stanley Kubrick.
Stanley, yes. Spielberg,
for sure.
And Tarantino.
Yeah.
I mean, and
there's so many others.
Yeah, there's a plethora of others out there.
James Cameron. That's true.
And each one of those, you see a little bit of each one in each one of them. But then again, they have their own that just, for me, makes movie watching more enjoyable.
You got to let the artist speak their voice.
Nancy Myers, and Catherine Bigelow, and Sofia Coppola. How about a woman?
Well,
yeah.
How about a woman?
Yeah, what the hell?
Who directed The Hurt Locker?
Catherine Bigelow.
There you go. I was getting to it. But no.
That's his favorite line when he gets caught on something. I was getting to that.
That's such a lie.
And my other favorite line is, what? Wait, what?
No.
You can't even get your lines right?
Wait, hold on. I've been here before. Wait, what?
What's changing it up?
And where did we decide you got that from?
Where?
The Cinemark trailer.
No, they got it from me.
I rest my case.
I'm
You know
not-
the Cinemark where they're and I love that trailer where they're talking about get your drinks before the movie starts,
yeah.
and it's all the slow motion and people throwing popcorn, all enjoying the movie, which is how we all should enjoy movies.
Yeah.
And that guy comes in and sucks at his drink, which is apparently already empty because it makes the empty straw sound, and he goes, "Wait, what?" But they stole that from John.
Yeah, they did. I've been around a lot longer than Cinemark. Trust me.
But you just started saying it.
I've been around a lot longer than a lot of
You were back since Thomas Edison made Frankenstein.
It was before that.
My
You
favorite
look great.
part
Well,
of
thank
that popcorn commercial is when he sits down and the guy goes, "Can you believe that?" And he goes, "No." And then the guy looks at him like, "You weren't even here." And it's like, why would you ask him, "Can you believe that?" And look at him when he answers. Like,
He's
what?
taunting him. Hey, can you believe that? No, he didn't even see it. You loser.
What is the commercial for?
It's for popcorn and
for
concessions.
popcorn
At
and
the,
Oh,
Yeah.
to get
You've seen it,
before-
yeah.
to get-
It was at the Sam Raimi film.
Oh, yes.
at the beginning of the movie.
Yes, okay.
Do you remember one of the commercials is in the theater where
I'm Pepe. See,
no.
that was the nacho commercial we had. It's true.
No, you had the Star Wars thing. One guy was dressed as Darth Vader.
Yeah, that was another
Okay.
version of that.
Well, there was another one where it had to do with Coca-Cola. They're in the theater, and what are they drinking their Coca-Colas out of? Bottles, glass bottles. When was the last time you saw in the theater glass bottles. People drinking.
AMC did something like that too, and it always bothered me. I think it was like in the Coke glass in a theater. That's chaos.
See, you guys don't know what you're talking about because every time I go to the movies, I have a Coke bottle with me in these lenses.
Scott, I'm going to tell you this with kindness.
What?
It was very Johnny right now. That joke.
It's your last appearance in the show?
Wait, what?
There you go. You got it right this time.
What else do we see? What did you? Oh, so anyway, Twin Peaks is it for you this week?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, that's all I had time to see this week. Because my wife, she was working every single night this week. My only free night was Thursday. So
That was a night.
that's
You should
when I
make a
got-
pie or get a pie. Buy a pie. Pie?
Pie's always a good idea.
Get a
Sorry, I'm not a
pie.
big pie guy.
It's
Yeah,
Twin
but for
Peaks
the
though.
show.
Get a
Oh,
get
for the
a
show, get a pie for you.
get a
Yeah,
nice
or
coffee.
Get donuts and stack them.
No, while you're watching it, you get,
There you go.
uh,
Wait, don't tell Shelly there's donuts.
what donuts?
Too late.
Exactly.
She knows.
But,
It's not that she's watching the big pink box on the screen.
but yeah, she worked Saturday night, Sunday night, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I'm like, I'm not going to be able to go out to the movie theater. And then Thursday, I was like, we weren't even sure about Thursday. But yeah, I don't know if you want to talk about that or work later.
I'm sorry, I'm lost.
Spill the tea.
Talk about what?
I went and saw Kevin Smith Thursday.
Oh, well, dude, yeah, absolutely talk about that. Yeah, that's right.
I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to go see Kevin Smith was at Liberty Live doing a little comedy show thing.
Here in Oxnard, right?
Oxnard, yeah.
Mm,
The collection.
I'm surprised Josh didn't go.
And so I saw it last week, an ad for it. I thought, well, Em doesn't have her schedule. I don't know if she's going to work Thursday. And I don't even know if they're going to let me off of work because I haven't asked for it off. Her schedule came out. She's off Thursday. It's the only night of the week she's off. I'm like, okay, perfect. We're good. Monday morning, I get to work and I go into my boss's office. I said, hey, Thursday, there's a director. He's doing a thing. Could you guys drive the after school bus run and then let me go to that and then I'll come back after and finish? He's like, yeah, go ahead. Have fun.
Nice.
So then I bought my tickets. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm going to ditch work for Kevin Smith. And this is the first time I had ever been to a comedy show. First time I'd ever been to Liberty Live. First time I had ever seen like a director or anyone from a movie do like a talk.
Wow.
So I was like excited to go. I was first in line because second in line because I showed up at like 5:30 or whatever. They let us in, even though they said 6. They let us in at 6:30. The show
Typical.
was going to start at 7, but they didn't start till 7:30. Kevin Smith came out. I had a great seat too. I just bought a normal ticket, and he was like from here to maybe just past the door for me.
Dang.
I had the seat that was like facing like that. And I was like,
Sweet.
so everybody's heads was perfectly aligned to where I didn't have anybody in front of me. It was
Excellent.
What was he wearing?
Great. He was wearing a Dogma T-shirt and a jacket wrapped around.
He wouldn't be trying to sell that
that's
dogma,
right.
would he?
He's
Yeah.
a skinny queen now, right?
That's right.
He's
snatched.
vegan. He told
Vegan.
Yeah. So he told some stories about like being vegan, how like after his massive heart attack, he had to go vegan. And so he has this app that he searches for vegan places. And sometimes that's difficult, sometimes it's easy. And like he told this story about in like Kentucky. He was trying to find an Impossible Burger, couldn't find one, ran into someone, and a lot of funny stories that I can't tell because I won't tell them as good. But like he went into a White Castle because they had Impossible sliders, and the lady's like, "We don't have anything like that. Who would want that?" And he's like, "It's there on your menu." And she's like, "All right, let me go into the freezer." She goes into the freezer. She's in there for like 6 minutes. So he calls the manager over, says, "Hey, your lady's been in there for like 6 minutes." So he goes, opens it up, and she carries out this like giant brick. She's like, "Well, we got him." And he's like, "How long is that going to take?" Like, it's going to be a while because it's a frozen
brick.
And then some guy comes up behind him, recognizes him, because I guess 20 years prior he did a screening, or he was at a college, and like that's the thing about Kevin Smith is he'll start telling a story, and then like he'll tell one story, but each part has context, so he'll stop and tell another story, and it'll take like 6 stories to get to the end of this one story. So it's kind of fun to listen to. But
He
20
needs to meet
years,
my mom.
20 years prior, he had a talk at a college, and Ben Affleck is his friend. One of Ben Affleck's movies was coming out the next day. He said, "If you guys all go to this movie screening, I'll pay for it." Didn't think anyone was going to show up. 250 people showed up, and it sold out the theater. So he had like an issue with that. Well, that guy who we saw in the White Castle was at that screening, and he started talking to him. He's like, "Man, I'm a fan of Ben Affleck because that." And Ben Affleck was going through his divorce at that time, so he's like,
Which one?
one of them. So he's like, "Man, our boy's really going through it." And he's like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Ben Affleck." He's like, "How's the divorce going with your man?" And he's like, "I don't talk to my friend about that. That's his stuff if he wants to tell me about it." And so he's like, "Call him up right now. You need to talk. You need to be a good friend. You need to talk to him." And he's like, "Well, I'm a codependent person. Like, I need to, please people. Like, I can't say no to people." So he's like, "All right, I'll call Ben Affleck." So he's like, "Who do I call?" I call Jason Mewes. And he picks up the phone. He's like, "Hey, Ben, like, I got a person here who wants to talk to you." And then he like texts him really quick, pretend to be Ben Affleck. So then he puts it on speaker. He's like, "Okay, I got Ben on." And Jason Mewes goes, "Yo, yo, yo, it's your boy Ben. How's it going?" And he's like, "No one would believe that, but this guy in the White Castle bought it." So he starts talking to Jason Mewes on the phone, who he thinks is Ben Affleck, and he's like, "Man, I heard about the divorce. I've been through a divorce, man. You got this." And he's like dropping wisdom. He goes on for like 5 minutes, just the most wholesome thing. And then there's a pause, and then Jason Mewes goes, "All right, well, Matt Damon's here to take me to Target, so bye," and then hangs up. That's the story. And I was just like, what? Yeah, so he went on for 2.5 hours.
Wow.
Telling stories about like his life. Like, it got emotional because he was talking about the passing of his mom and stuff like that, and the fires that happened last year and stuff. It was a really good show, and I'm not much of like, I don't watch like stand-up comedy stuff like that, and it was like, whatever. But I laughed a lot through this. I really enjoyed myself. It was pretty good.
I wanted to go to that. I really did, but I didn't have time. But I would have loved that.
Imagine a guy at White Castle now, if he's like an old man and he's like, "Yeah, one time I helped Ben Affleck with his divorce."
Yeah. It's just, there were so many
Or he's all,
stories.
Kevin Smith tried to pass off Jason Mewes, and I just played along.
But,
I almost got to talk to Matt Damon. But he had to go to Target.
But yeah, and I got this little thing. Well, actually, there's a story behind this thing too, so I'll tell that to you. He told this story about the Palisades fire.
Uh-huh. Did he have a house there?
No, he had a house. I actually know where his house is now because he talked about his house a lot. And he's like, "It's this house on the corner of this street and this street. It's got a big green door. You guys are all invited. Like, now you know where everything's at."
He should have known better than to do that.
And so he said his house was away from all the Palisades fires and everything, all the big fires. But then there was a house. It was Altadena Canyon is where he lives.
Uh-huh.
So he was like, "Yeah, there's a fire and we had to evacuate." So he's like, in that moment, you're looking around, and I'm a hoarder. In that moment, you're looking around, you're trying to figure out what you want. So I grabbed 2 things. He said, I grabbed my Silent Bob costume because I'm going to need a career after this. And 2, I grabbed my dad's ashes, which is probably the stupidest thing because he's already
They're already ashes.
But he's like, we went to the hotel and he's watching the cameras on his security thing. He's like, "There's no fire." So he goes back, and his neighbors are there, and they're like, "Oh, they put it out with the plane." And he's like, "Okay, well, we'll come back." And he's like, usually after something like that, you want to downsize. You start getting rid of things. It's like I did the opposite. I started a really niche collection. It's like I started buying Rocky and Bullwinkle stuff. He's like, within a month, I bought so much Rocky and Bullwinkle stuff on eBay that PayPal called my business manager and said that I'm cut off from PayPal and eBay. It's like,
Wow.
I reached the cap. I'm not allowed to buy anything on eBay anymore. He's like, so I found this little thing called Facebook Marketplace. And then he's talking about that. He's like, he's going to people's houses, he's buying all this Rocky and Bullwinkle stuff, and he's like, I'm cut off. My manager's watching. He's like, so I'm gonna ask you. I made some stuff. It's like they're selling it up front. He's like, you guys think that these ticket prices go to me? They go to my business manager. But the gift shop, like, that goes directly to me. He's like, so she doesn't know about this, but you can go get this stuff and you can help me buy some Rocky and Bullwinkle stuff.
What did you
And
buy?
so he's like, I made these little canvases. There's 30 of them up there. I drew little things on them. I put little notes and stuff like that. He's like, that's what's up there. So, the show ends, whatever. And I go up there, I'm thinking like, well, I don't have Dogma yet. I know he's been putting that out. So maybe he's going to have that at the gift store. Maybe a t-shirt or something. Because I don't really do autographs or whatever. So I wait in the line and I get up and it's only these canvases things. And I'm like, man, I don't know about this. But then I saw one and I thought it was so dumb and I liked it. And it's a quote from Silent Bob. And it's a quote from Silent Bob. It's
God.
and it's signed by Kevin Smith. And I saw that and I thought, that's so dumb. I want that hanging in my garage. So there it is. I bought that.
That is
Kevin
awesome.
Smith, and now I'm friends with Kevin Smith on PayPal. Or on Venmo.
On Venmo.
Amazing.
And you helped him get some more Rocky and Bullwinkle stuff.
Rocky and Bullwinkle stuff. So,
And
you know
it's
what?
signed.
Yeah, and it's signed by Kevin Smith. So, I know these are canvases you can get from Michael's for like 2 cents, but he took the time to do the thing. And there were some of them that were drawings, like he drew Rocky and Bullwinkle on one and stuff like that. But I was like, you know what, that's funny because that's like his character and it's just stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't know, I thought it was fun.
That is cool. That's a great little gift shop idea. That's more personal than buying a
then,
t-shirt or
there's
a record. Yeah.
picture and you have the name on it too. It's like, I don't know, I thought it was fun. So,
I can picture Taylor Swift doing something like that. Because
She
it's
should.
personal.
Personal. I love that.
Well, she did respond to your wedding invitation.
Apparently, yeah.
Mm.
I sent her a wedding invitation.
Mhm.
And of course, she's my sister. What? I sent a couple. Also went to Arnold Schwarzenegger for Josh. If you don't know,
That's
he's
rude.
our favorite YouTube guy. But yes, I sent her one, and on the invitation, there's like a website that you go to and you say like yes or no. And then one of my fun little things was like request a song, and she or her team, but still, that's
Somebody responded.
somebody responded no, that they could not make it, and then the song was "You're the One That I Want" from Grease, which I know she loves Grease because that was her first play that she did when she was like.
The fact that she took the time to have somebody or herself to do that is
Or at least
that
have people
speaks
on a
volumes.
team that think that way.
Yeah, it speaks volumes. That's very important. Johnny, what did you see this week? Anything?
This week, I started watching Terminal List, Dark Wolf.
I'm sorry, Dark what?
Wolf.
Anybody?
Oh, I know the Terminal is with Chris Pratt.
Well, there was the Terminal List.
That was
then-
filmed in Fraser Park.
You guys could overlook and watch them shoot.
Mhm.
And then there's another new series called Terminal List, Dark Wolf.
It's called Dark Wolf.
That's what I said.
No, it's not.
Check the subtitles. CC didn't.
Yeah, that might be true. Yeah, it's true.
Receipts. Jeff with the receipts.
Yeah.
And it's really, really good. The other thing I've started watching the first season of The Night Manager. And just from that, the guy who should be
With Tom Hiddleston or something?
yes,
Mm.
and he should play James Bond. Even at his age, he should play James Bond.
I mean, he was already a Swiftie man.
He's so good.
He dated her.
Is that true?
He was her rebound.
Oh, didn't know that. He's very good in that Night Manager, and we're waiting for the rest of the season 2 to drop down.
Globe or Emmy for that. I forget.
Oh, he's that good. And John's right. He could play Bond. He's not going to because they want a 16-year-old to play Bond now apparently. But Amazon's destruction continues.
I mean,
So,
when you look at how
But not when it comes to your books.
No.
Because that's where you can buy them.
Yeah, well, you can buy them other places too.
Oh, okay.
I can't think of where, but
Like
I know you
Facebook
can.
Marketplace.
Yeah.
You show up here with some money, I'm sure.
Yeah, we work something out, that's for sure.
When are you going to do another book signing?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. What's
They got the next book coming out in March, and so I'll be gone April because it's Hawaii, so I'll be gone 2 weeks in April.
When's
So
Mill and Breeze coming out?
not this year.
Oh man.
You should do it at Smitten.
I don't think it would fit.
What can you do?
It's called Second Shot, and it's got a guy in handcuffs in the front cover. Oh, it might fit.
It might fit.
Anyway, that's mainly what I new stuff that I've been watching. Oh, I did start watching third season of Witcher with the new guy, and I'm going. Oh wait,
It's a different character, right?
it's the same character.
Oh, it
different
is.
actor.
Okay, interesting.
Well,
Not Henry Cavill.
well, no,
Then what's the point?
but it's one of the. What's his name?
Is it the
It's,
Hemsworth? Is it
it's-
Thor?
yeah, it's one of the
Liam Hemsworth.
Oh, it's not
The
Thor.
younger brother.
No, it's not Thor. But,
Liam's pretty good though. I've seen him in some
I'm
stuff.
pretty sure he's playing. I started watching it and then I realized I got to get up early, so I turned it off. So I'm pretty sure he's playing the same character, but different actor.
It is the same character.
Yes, so there's some lore with that. So Henry Cavill is a super nerd. Like he read all of the Witcher books, he played all the games and stuff. He like knows the lore like the back of his hand. So when he signed on to, he's like her for Taylor Swift kind of thing.
I love that I'm an example.
There you go. So when he signed on to play the show, he would veto a lot of the stuff that wasn't coming out of the writers' room. He's like, "This isn't accurate. You need to change this." You know, and he headbutted with the show's creators so much that it was like by the time they got to that third season, he's like, "I'm backing out. This isn't Witcher. Like, you guys are doing your own thing. This isn't what the series is." So he backed out, and he's done that for quite a few projects because they just haven't taken care of the source material.
Now, was he a fan of The Witcher before he got the
Yeah.
show? Oh, okay, because that'd be really funny
Like, that's why
if he
he
got
signed
really
on.
into it for the show, and then so much so that he's
No,
like, I have to leave
He's
the show.
like,
Yeah.
he's like a super nerd. Like
Yeah.
he plays, I guess he plays like that Warhammer thing. The
Yeah.
board game. So he's making a new movie, but he's like in control of that. So he's like, this is gonna be so accurate.
Josh is not allowed to get into Warhammer because it's
Yeah.
very expensive.
I thought
That
he
you know
was, Cavill was doing Highlander.
I think he is. I think he's in the new Highlander.
If he is, I'm really looking forward to
His
it.
best work, Henry Cavill's best work, is that video of him shirtless building the computer.
I didn't see that.
Really?
No,
Oh my
huh?
God, cinema.
I do like him a lot. He's what was the movie he did with Guy Ritchie with the Ungentlemanly Gentleman or something?
The not the League of Ungentlemanly Warfare, but it was something similar.
Yeah, that was a fun movie.
World War II, yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was a fun movie.
Had Reacher. Not Reacher.
Yeah, Alan Richardson was in
Yeah.
it. That's right. Yeah.
That was a good movie.
So nothing else, Johnny. That's pretty much it.
Well, we saw. We already talked about song.
We did. Yes.
If my mind, if I had a mind, I can play the Scarecrow. If I sorry.
So I saw some stuff too. As we said, we thought we saw Send Help. I also watched Greenland because I wanted to see the sequel, Greenland 2. I'm not going to say anything bad about Greenland, but it was it's very standard. And you get through it and it's like, oh, that was very standard. I understand part 2 is a little substandard, the new Greenland movie. So I haven't seen it yet, but that's what it was okay. There comes a point when I get tired of things. Like
Very 90s Greenland.
Yeah, I can see that.
90s disaster movies.
Well, that's the problem. I got tired of vampire movies. Okay, enough already. I got tired of zombie stuff. Okay, enough already. And now I'm kind of tired of end of the world stuff. Can we move on to other stories? We all know that we're this close to the world ending, but can we move on?
I think it's time for you to get into rom-coms.
I don't mind rom-coms at all.
Did you watch People Who Meet on Vacation?
Yes, we did.
I love it so much.
I guess you do.
Yeah.
I thought it was okay.
I don't understand.
It's understandable. I mean, I get that.
That's crazy.
And it was.
Poppy is one of the best characters ever created.
Which character is that?
The main character.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. I also watched for the first time ever Easy Rider from 1969. Now, John's going to talk about how great that movie is.
Oh,
And
it is
And I want you to explain why.
Harleys, choppers. It's got a great song.
Sing it.
Get your motor running. Head out to the highway. Looking for adventure or whatever comes our way.
God, I'm old.
That's my favorite rock and roll song of all time. Born to Be Wild.
My Steppenwolf.
Here's the thing about that movie. It cost
This place has a connection to Steppenwolf.
It cost $400,000 to make, and it grossed $60 million in 1969. That was a bit of a hit. The movie's about freedom, and these two bikers going across the country to New Orleans to honor their friend. And the term freedom applies really well to it because they just shot a movie. I don't know if they had a screenplay. I don't know if they just took a road trip and made it up as they went along, but it almost feels that way.
What's it about?
Just these two bikers who are going to New Orleans to honor a past friend.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
the way it starts out, before they get their choppers, they're on like dirt bikes,
Yes.
and they're delivering drugs because they got drugs in the gas tank. After they do that, then they get on their Harleys.
The money was in the gas tank, not the drugs.
Chopper. Oh, it was money.
Yeah.
They get on their choppers and gorgeous bikes, and they head from the west to the east,
New Orleans, as I said.
and so that's good.
And they're
They
there.
put it in the gas tank.
They were hiding the money in the gas tank so nobody would know to look there. They had it in a baggie and stuff down in there so it was safe, but that's where they hid all their money. And they had enough money to live comfortably for the rest of their lives. They were rich, but they wanted to do this one road trip and so they run into a bunch of dirty bikers. They run into a bunch of dirty cops. They run into a bunch of racist and jerky people because they don't like, I mean, when you hear that boy should get his hair cut, wow, that's really, when's the last time anybody said that? Except when I asked Andrea to cut my hair.
Yeah, me to Josh like a week ago.
But I mean, you didn't do it in public to somebody you don't know. I thought that we'd passed that. I know that at that point we hadn't, but today we kind of passed that point. But back then, you watch this and it just pisses you off because the way that people are treating them because they're filthy bikers.
Good cast. I mean, when you like Peter Fonda, Jack Nicholson,
Jim Nicholson was a very small role.
and
Dennis Hopper.
Dennis Hopper, one of my favorite all-time actors. Dennis Hopper.
And he directed it as well. And Peter Fonda produced it, which is again tells you that, the studio gave him this money. Neither one of them wanted to make another motorcycle movie because they've already, all three of the leads, Nicholson and Hopper and Fonda, they didn't, they had just done motorcycle movies. They didn't want to do another one, but they got this money and they decided to do it. And I think it was based on Dennis Hopper had a dream one night about bikers who go across the country. And I am hesitant to spoil the end, but it's 50 years old. So his pitch to the studio is, we want to make a movie about bikers that are going across country and get killed by rednecks.
Is that what happens?
And that's exactly what happens.
Crazy.
But it happens
The way it ends. Oof.
it happens so suddenly,
How
and
did they die?
they're driving down the road, and this pair of rednecks is, yes,
I haven't seen this one.
Oh,
I know, but
sorry.
I did say it was 50 years old. So yeah, I know I'm giving away.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm ruining it for a lot of people, but you see the movie for the whole, because the freedom thing is really. But anyway, they're driving down the road, and another pair of rednecks. Look at them girls. Hey, girls should cut their, that kind of stuff. And one of them, I'm gonna scare him real bad. Grabs a shotgun off of his back of his truck, and as they go by, he's threatening them, and Dennis Hopper's giving him the finger because Dennis Hopper doesn't care. and the gun accidentally discharges and takes out Dennis Hopper. Peter Fonda sees this, turns around. This time the gun does not accidentally discharge. The guy blows him away. And so then the camera pulls back and you see both bikes on flame, and that's the end of the movie. It was a weird ending. It was a weird. That's why I don't mind spoiling it so much.
Seems very Lynchian.
It's just friends making a movie.
I feel like at least a lot of movies that I've seen from like the 60s and the 70s, especially the 70s, they just kind of have these almost shock endings or like, all right, story's done, bye, credits. And it's like, whoa, you had like more stuff to wrap up. But it's like, nope.
Yeah, that's exactly.
So I can see that.
Exactly how this feels. It's like, wait, where these? And they're not characters that were following them. They're characters that just suddenly appear, and it's very odd. But again, it's got a great soundtrack, and a lot of the songs were either written for the movie or were close enough in the era they fit perfectly. And it's got, like John said, the bikes are gorgeous. The cast is great. Nicholson plays an accountant with little glasses on. He's so non-Jack Nicholson in this. It's cool to see that too. But it's just a weird movie. It's not the kind of movie you'd recommend to people these days. That's Tony must be here.
Oh.
Yes.
He must have found the drill.
I hope that's not Tony with the drill. Tony's like, what, 2? Yeah. Anyway, it's just a weird movie, and I know it's a legendary movie. I think it's even in the National Archives, but it's just weird. And a lot of movies are like that. One thing I've noticed recently, because I've been watching a lot of older movies, is that older movies don't have a lot of older movies. I don't want to say all. They don't have the knack for telling their stories like modern day stories. I think stories are much better told on film today than they were then. Sometimes they seem, in the past, the stories are a little mishmashed and weird. And now in well-written movies, they're crafted really well. I see, for example, I watched another movie called Adam's Rib, which was Spencer Tracy and Lauren Bacall? No.
No, it wouldn't be on. It was probably
Remember the
Tracy
Sopranos?
Hepburn, Katharine Hepburn.
Remember in The Sopranos when Christopher hits Lauren Bacall in the face or something like that?
Yeah, that's right.
So good.
I'm going to watch Sopranos again too. But I'm watching Adam's Rib, and it's supposed to be a comedy. And again, it's a product of its era. I mean, at one point, the lawyer asked this woman, "Does your husband beat you?" "Well, yeah, occasionally." "Okay," and she marks it down. Like, okay, occasionally, call the police. That's it's just different. But I read all these reviews before I watched this movie, and I've heard a lot about this movie, and they all talked about how great the script by Garson Kanin was. And Garson Kanin was a great screenwriter from that era. But then I watched the movie, and it's this screenplay by Ruth Gordon and Carson Kanin. And I'm all, did you guys just forget that Ruth Gordon was the first name on the screenplay? And she's a famous big movie star type. She was a big name in the movie industry. And here's this movie, Adam's Rib, about sexual equality, and they don't even mention Ruth Gordon. It's kind of bugged me. But
I mean, that happens every day now anyways. There's performative feminism all the time.
Yeah, it's not right, though. I mean, that's the...
I know. The guys use it to get chicks.
Does it work? Because... Oh, never mind.
A lovely chick at home.
I mean, Ruth Gordon was in Every Which Way But Loose.
You just looked that up, didn't you?
Well, no, I did. But she was.
He did.
Yes, I did. But I forgot that she was in it until I saw that. And she was also in Rosemary's Baby. That was the first one I was looking up. She was a phenomenal actress.
She was, and a good writer as well. And I think she did production.
Actor.
I think she did direction. I think she did all of that stuff. But it just bothered me that all these modern reviews are talking about how great Garson Kanin was, and they don't mention Ruth Gordon.
Yeah, because here it says she's an American actress and playwright.
There you go. Anyway, did we talk about Mercy yet?
Not yet. That's what we were discussing.
What is that?
Mercy is a new Chris Pratt film.
Oh.
Chris Pratt is Chris Pratt. He always is. That's okay. He's got his niche. Rebecca Ferguson is awesome as always. John liked this movie a lot more than I did. It's a story of 2029. So it's only 3 years away, right?
Yeah.
And the whole world has changed because now courts are artificial intelligence judges. You're guilty until you prove yourself innocent. And you get 90 minutes to prove yourself innocent, or you get executed in court.
How do you prove it? Like a talent show?
They give you. I wish that'd been a much better movie.
A variety show with a swimsuit.
That would have been way better. They give you access to all the electronics in the world, so you can tell your own story by digging the videos and looking through police files and all that stuff. But only 90 minutes.
Girls are gonna be so good at that.
Probably.
Also, it goes into call records from way back when, and because it's all artificial intelligence.
Yeah, all the computer files are yours to peruse. So
it's pretty much another telling of the Tom Cruise movie.
Minority Report.
It's very similar to that. Yes, it is very similar to that. Some things I thought were funny is there's this trailer at the beginning where the world's going to hell. They show Los Angeles in flames, and because of this, they had to create this artificial court. And so far, the artificial court's been in operation for 2 years, and it's responsible for hundreds of arrests and all this other stuff. And then Chris Pratt wakes up and he's in the courtroom, and the judge tells him, "You are in artificial intelligence court, a mercy court. You are in mercy court, and your case number is 19." I'm like, wait, 19? Shouldn't it be hundreds?
Yeah.
19, it struck me as odd. The other problem with the movie is that,
Well, isn't it only maybe 19 for the day because you only have an hour and a half?
that's what John was saying, or maybe it's that judge's number 19, but it still sounds funny. Come up with a number that's doesn't make me laugh out loud, you know?
Yeah.
The other problem is that it all takes place in the courtroom. All the rest of the footage is from iPhones, tablets, security cameras, police records, and it's all like interspersed on there. So it's kind of weird to be watching a movie that's mostly screen captures.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah. And so,
I
and
did
when it was
like the story.
when it was finally all over, I'll let you get your turn. When it was finally over, the ending was, I swear to you, I'd predicted it in the first 5 minutes.
Oh no.
Like, oh, it's that guy. Oh, it is that guy. All right, now John will tell you why I'm wrong.
It was a good. No,
Let me turn his mic off.
wait. What?
Oh no.
Yeah, did you say right?
Yeah, you did, yeah.
What does it have?
Chris Pratt's character, like Scott says, he wakes up and he's strapped into a chair. If he's found guilty, can I say that, or should I?
No. If he's not found, if he can't prove his innocence, there's a difference.
Can I go ahead and say that?
What?
You just
If
did.
he can't prove his innocence,
He's going to be executed in the chair.
in the chair.
That might
right
sound
away.
vaguely familiar.
But it would be like, okay, you failed, you're dead, and you're gone.
In the chair.
Honestly, this doesn't sound like a bad deal. I'd rather just go like that.
Well,
It seems quick and painless.
can I just get donuts for 90 minutes and then? Oh, we're going to get donuts for sure. Yeah.
But no, I enjoyed the movie as much as I like practical effects on a movie. It's one of the reasons I like the older stuff. I really did enjoy this movie. To me, it showed, even though Chris Pratt is strapped into this chair, the acting that he did, I thought was really good. The way he can't really move except for his hand on the keyboard because he's strapped in, and everybody else has all the action. And I just enjoyed the movie.
He's really good with his range of emotions, but he really can't break away from Chris Pratt that I've seen so far. Maybe we'll see that sometime in the future, but he's still, it's the same guy who's playing Guardian of the Galaxy. He's the same guy who was in Community. It's Chris Pratt, you know.
The character he played in Community
was a lot sillier.
But I didn't see that in this movie. I saw a very serious portrayal, which does he normally do that? No.
Yes, he does. Terminal. You're watching Terminal List.
Well, it wasn't.
And who is it? Compare those two roles. How Terminal List versus that. It's the same character.
That's
No.
That's pretty true.
Because in Terminal List, he's
going to give me
he's
details
a
now.
SEAL,
See, I told you.
and Mercy, he's a cop.
Those are two very different things.
And Terminal List, he's in the
Josh said you're calling it Community. It's Parks and Rec.
that too.
Thanks,
So
Josh.
that's what I was thinking. I was like,
Well, there is in the community there is a
least-
Parks and Rec, so it's kind of
okay.
But at least in Parks and Rec, he was like goofy and stuff.
And that's like
Exactly.
I'm gonna bring up
But he's not goofy in these.
Jason Statham. It's like in one movie he's ex-CIA, and this other one he's ex-Green Beret. It's like, okay, it's different things, but he's the same character.
Exactly.
Maybe that's what he's
Exactly.
trying to do. Maybe he's just trying to like
And
create
there's-
his own Statham verse.
Get that niche if he can, and he should do that. That's what I was thinking after this was over. He needs to play like a role in something like The Rip, the Ben Affleck and Matt Damon thing, a really dirty, gritty crime story.
Ooh,
you know.
him in the town, imagine.
Yes,
That would've been so
he needs to do
good.
something like that to really step out of that Chris Pratt persona,
Yeah.
because
Like,
it's always
we don't
there. It's
need
like
him
The
to reach
Rock.
For like Oscar stars.
Yeah, exactly.
No one's expecting that. Just you
Oh,
know,
what was the movie he did where he's on a spaceship?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
No.
Oh, Passengers with
Passengers.
Jennifer Lawrence. Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
But
It was
again-
very Chris Pratt. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm not dissing him for that, because I'm a
Maybe.
big fan of Dwayne Johnson, who does the same thing.
maybe he should do rom-com. Get into hockey romance. He would be a really good.
He
hockey
should be in that
romance
new HBO series.
No.
Oh, okay.
Could he play the bodyguard?
Ooh, good job, Johnny.
I thought we'd already booked Travis for that role.
I know, but I don't think he can carry that. But Chris Pratt could.
But somebody else who I was thinking about earlier as the bodyguard, Keanu Reeves.
Girl, no, you lost me.
I think it'd be great.
No, he would be like the English teacher. You know what I mean? Something
Mhm.
soft.
But he's tough.
I know he did John Wick and all that, but his little floppy little hair. I don't know.
You could change
I
that.
love
His
Keanu.
dialogue's gonna be, "I'm gonna need a gun."
That was very good.
That was very good.
Okay, then, yeah, and if we can go back farther, I'm an FBI agent.
Is that Pirates of the Caribbean?
No, that was
Where's the
from,
rum?
no.
Where's all the rum?
No, I'm still talking Keanu Reeves.
Oh, okay.
From what?
The Matrix?
I love when he pulls stuff up and he doesn't know. Let's see how long it takes.
No, the movie he did with Patrick
The Lake
Swayze.
House. The Lake House.
No, the movie he did with Patrick
Do you want me
Swayze.
to help you out here?
Yes,
Roadhouse?
please. No.
Do you want me to help you
Yeah,
out here?
sure.
Point Break.
The original Point Break.
With Catherine Bigelow. Directed it.
I
That's right.
remember.
Yeah. He's good
Like
at that.
he did it.
That's what
That-
I was
That's what
getting there.
But he caught so much flack from that delivery of I'm an FBI, the way he said I'm an FBI agent. But with all that being said, I like Keanu Reeves acting.
That's why he's
Yeah,
perfect
he's
as John Wick, because he delivers those lines like that. The one with Lawrence Fishburne. Are you ready, John? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like that. Take my money. That's what I want to see him
The
do.
camera zooms and then he turns. It's like, yeah.
And then
Yeah.
another scene in the first Wick where this guy says, "Are you back?" Yeah, I think I'm back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, now I got to watch those movies again.
So good.
Are you good? He went through a phase. This guy over here went through a phase where he would only talk about ballerina.
I love Ballerina.
Oh my god, it came up.
That was good.
It got bad reviews and didn't do well at the box office, and I thought it was fun.
I never saw
Yeah.
it.
You know, I think Keanu also did really good in that movie Good Fortune. Like he
Agreed.
did very Keanu, but it works for a couple.
Yeah, it had that zen that he needed for that role.
I like the one you did in the Dracula movie.
Really,
Yeah. I mean,
Which
yeah.
one was that?
Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
Hey, look who played Dracula.
Is
Who?
that the one with the little glasses? Mm.
Who was that, John? Who did play Dracula that you're all excited about?
Do you want me to
Oh, I know.
He
It
played-
rhymes with Gary Oldman.
He played Sid and Sid and Nancy. He was so good.
He is
so
great.
good.
Yeah, he's been in everything.
And now he's
Yeah.
doing that.
He was in Batman.
You guys, any of you seen Slow Horses on Netflix?
Slow horses.
Oh my God, it is excellent television. Excellent. It's about British Secret Service, and he runs the team of rejects, the ones that they don't want.
Yeah.
And men.
Is that different from that pony show you were watching?
Oh yeah, Ponies is something entirely different. Ponies is set in the 70s, and it's two women who were, their husbands were agents, and now they've taken over their jobs.
Ooh.
It wasn't bad. Wasn't great. Wasn't bad. All right, we're out of here, and we're out of here for a couple of weeks because I'm going to Costa Rica tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm going to be in another country.
Tomorrow.
Where it's gonna be hot. Let's look at the weather.
I'm kind of happy with that.
You do. You get very.
I get chilly, yes.
You get so chilly.
Oh, Shelley's going to love it.
Shelley's gets too hot, so she may not be loving it. She
You
already
have to
said,
Show me pictures of her hair.
"Oh yeah," because her hair expands when it gets that
Oh,
temperature.
that's not too bad. 84.
Yeah, we heard 77 to 84.
What's the
Yeah.
humidity gonna be
85.
like?
The humidity is 125. No, I don't know.
The humidity. I mean, it's only at 38%.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, they did say that January and February are the best times to go, which is why it's so busy because everybody goes then. It's their high season.
Oh, sorry, I was looking at the wrong Costa Rica. It's at 69%.
There's another Costa Rica.
I guess. And
69% makes more familiar.
like every day.
Yeah, they said there's a lot of rain, but it's 80 degrees anyway, so it doesn't
Yes.
matter.
There's
The
another thing.
coldest it gets is 71.
Wow.
There's another thing I liked about Easy Rider. They were always getting high. I mean, they were really getting high.
I think they were. I think that
No, seriously. I've seen interviews where they talk about, yeah, we were really smoking weed.
and that's what I mean about that movie. It's the structure is very weird because it's so free, and the whole thing's about freedom. So I get it. It just, some things, not just the ending, are a little sudden and a little. Where'd that come from? Good stuff though, actually. All right, so we'll be back here not next Saturday, but the following Saturday, and by then we'll have all seen Shelter, right, with the new Jason Statham.
Yeah, I'll try.
Okay,
It's
I'm actually.
And the new Bridgerton season.
I kind of got burned out on Bridgerton.
That's crazy.
I know. And that's another the whole costume dramas thing. I kind of got burned out on.
That's crazy.
I know. And I love the first season of Bridgerton. I did. So, but we'll definitely talk about Shelter. I'm going to see it in Costa Rica. There's a theater down there that Doug claims plays all the first run movies, and they have real caramel corn where they give you your popcorn and then they drizzle caramel on top all the way through.
And
Wow,
then
that's
drizzle it
worth
on your
international
head.
travel.
Yeah, that's what.
Nothing.
Okay, good. So see you in a couple of weeks. Do we have anything new to report on our movie?
no, it's shaping up though.
Okay.
Got a
You
little
didn't do
kick of
anything?
inspiration from my boy Kevin Smith.
Yeah.
I'm now friends with on PayPal.
Did he talk about making films much in there? Did he do?
Talked about a few things, but nothing too crazy. It was more so like just situations of like running a movie theater and being recognized.
Yeah.
It's just stuff in between making movies.
Okay. I just thought maybe you'd throw some tips. Well, maybe you can email him through the PayPal account or the Venmo.
Or I could just show up at his house.
Or show, that's right.
Yeah, green door.
Hey,
Yeah.
can I give a couple notes here?
Yeah.
Hit the wrong thing. Okay, we'll see y'all later. Have a great couple of weeks. Andrea, thanks for coming in. Good to see you guys as always. We got donuts to eat now, and so we're out.
I just want to say, go to your local movie theater houses. Watch a movie on the big screen.
Send
Otherwise,
help.
It'll turn into a casino.
Don't tell Grandma Sue because she will stop going to movies altogether because she knows.
That's true. She's already excited because the way they've got that theater that's turning into a casino is right next where the bus picks you up, take you to Chumash.
Jesus.
Now let's say that was an accident. Sure.
Sure.
Intriguing.
You flip
That's
a
exactly
coin.
right.
You flip a coin. Do I get on the bus?
I guess it depends on how you're doing.
Mm.
They're going to keep two theaters there. And I'm so curious to see what they end up showing. I don't think they'll be
Right.
first run movies, but Maybe sporting events, that kind of thing. That's true.
They'll show casino.
The casino can run endlessly in there.
Yeah.
Casino and
Yeah.
showgirls. That's all they're playing.
Yeah. Okay. We've solved the answer. We solved the problem. Gave you the answer. Bye.
Bye.
Brought to you by The Grape, Ventura County's premier jazz venue and cocktail lounge, located at 2733 East Main Street in Ventura. For menu and music schedule, visit them online at thegrape.club. This has been a Rough Edge Studios production.